Kid, trying to live, trying to stay alive, trying to live, trying to stay alive. Guys, we're back, we're here. And yes, if you cost me 100 mil, I get to insult you. Don't you dare post a freaking picture of your cat on Instagram. Okay? So sorry, Alex Goldberg. I have every right to abuse a player who was a UN peace offering if he posts a picture of his freaking cat. At Absolute Chelsea, you Twitter bombs. Post some better stuff about Chelsea rather than players smiling and posting their freaking cats, because that Liverpool game says what's up. Nkunku is injured for a damn month. Damn it. But, so guys, we're back to get back to this. So let me tell you what's going to happen. We're going to talk Kane. Harry Kane. Levy has an hour. Levy has an hour to reject this whole thing. So, as a writer, he's not said anything. So, let's see what happens and whether Levy is really the maniac and psychopath that we think that he truly is. Bernardo Silva to Barcelona. It's rumored. It could potentially happen. And any other transfer news that we'll have to go through. Maybe we'll touch on Nkunku and how he got injured and so forth, because I think there's a conspiracy behind that. And Buffon has finally retired. And I think that is a great thing that he's retired. Because I didn't want him to follow. I didn't want him to pretty much collapse live in front of everybody. That's not something that anybody would have wanted personally, for that dude, man. So guys, man, remember. So welcome back. Thank you, man. Thank you. Obviously, I've been away, had a little bit of a break, but hopefully, I feel refreshed and ready to go with the season ready to start, of course, this Sunday with City against Arsenal. Our post-match analysis show comes back and makes its amazing return on Sunday. Arsenal against City. So, guys, you know what the drill is. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and feel free to send in your dubs and super chats. Your dubs and super chats is what keeps this channel growing and keeps things nice and as tasty as 3 crack addicts. Now, this may be a little weird, but I want us to start in a very different mode. So, let me pull up my stream marker right here. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys know the story. I'm not sure whether you guys know the story.
Oh my God. Yes, I know the story.
This must be spoken about.
So, guys, this is just going to be very brief because I have many Somalian friends. I've been in contact with many Somalian people and everything. So, in case you weren't ignorant, so I don't know, this was like an athletics tournament. And it was during an event. For some reason, Somalia did not really have any top athletes. So the president's daughter, I think it's the president's daughter or niece, was sent to perform.
No,
guys, listen to what I'm saying to you.
The minister of sport.
Also, sorry, the minister of sport.
Yeah, HH, can I say what she said? She actually was interviewed before.
Okay, what did she say before?
She said she said her name. It's Nasra Abukar Ali, and she said, "I'm very happy to represent Somalia. I will be running 10 meters in China. I hope I win." She thought the race was 10 meters, not 100.
Oh my god.
Okay. So here's the thing. And if you I have not watched the whole race because by the time I see her running, I switched it off because it's ridiculous. So all I'm saying is that if you have the chance, please go online and look at this race because this lady, this poor girl, and I'm saying this poor girl finishes the race about 3,000 years after everyone is freaking done. It's absolutely insane. I mean, and that's why it's unfortunate that H7 and Zima are not here because you have to speak for your people. Like I know Nigeria have embarrassed themselves several times. So crossly, Nigeria are not the good wild guys. YSK Jackson, I'm gonna throw you out, bro. YSK Jackson, I'm really gonna throw you out, bro. You see, YSK Jackson, this is why I'm not returning back to Pro Clubs because of stuff like this. That's why I don't think YSK, you know, I don't like you. YSK Jackson, YSK Jackson. You what? YSK Jackson. Trust me, I'm going to send you.
We're talking about
YSK
Somalia.
Jackson.
It's only right we bring it.
YSK Jackson. You change that damn thing right there because that's
I thought it was a Women's World Cup.
Just bring it up. Just bring it up.
You know what? Let me come to AK. Who is to blame for that madness that we saw? Do we blame the country of Somalia, the Ministry of Sport? Should the lady have just refused to even race?
I mean, it's the Ministry of Sport. Like, if the Nigerian Sports Ministry told you that you were gonna run at like the world's at like this World Championships for running, would you go? If the Sports Ministry of Nigeria emailed you personally.
No, but if they threatened me, then I have to go. So my thing is that was she under? Because she could be told that no, you are representing Somalia here. We need someone to represent us. She's like, okay, I want to do something to represent my country. So why not?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in Somalia, but I mean, I don't understand how. Like, I generally don't understand.
Yo, Kristen, relax. Kristen, relax, bro. Come on, relax. Don't.
Do you want to know something funny?
Why? What?
The governing body of track and field gives for every performance points. The maximum points is 1,500 points. She got for the race 1 point. 1 point.
I mean, no, but it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Personally, for me, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen because you see, there's some people who let's say they're not as good as athletes. You know, like cool runnings where, hey man, it's about the spirit, but even in cool runnings, they still have to go through trials. You literally picked up a lady from riding her My Little Pony to come and compete against athletes. These are top tier professionals. Basically, do you know what it is? It's like getting me, who hasn't kicked a ball in like a year, who is horribly unfit, to go and run in a freaking thing like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Waske, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from you, bro.
And that little skip at the end, come on.
No, come on. She had to put some sauce, man.
Well, I didn't see the race, but
Waske, I don't think you will see the race. No, wait a minute. What's there to see?
No.
Because like it doesn't matter who won the race.
No,
the whole point is that the race finishes.
But
and then a lady is still running after.
I just have two questions.
I laughed so hard. I can't believe she did that. You come last, and at the end you did a little skip. And you did
I respect the confidence, though. I respect the confidence.
Hey, was she?
You see, that's what makes it legendary because Pasha's like, hey, look, man, let me just vibe out.
I've seen the start of the race, like, and I find it hilarious when she's warming up.
because when someone said the race to me, it was okay. So I was like, okay, what's wrong here? Then after reference, it's okay, what's wrong? And then, bro, literally like 3 millennia after, I'm like, oh, there's a lady running. I thought, oh, is she like a helper or something? And then she comes with and then she just does like a little skip afterwards. I'm like, God. I mean, look, man, here's the thing though. Say Nigeria, I know, 419, cyber fraud, marry me, I'm an African prince. I get it. Nigeria.
Whoa, what?
Wait.
That's getting clipped.
Yo, that's getting clipped. That's getting clipped, right?
Bro, it's the alleged fraud that happens in thingy. The alleged, okay, so it's not really the alleged fraud. But it's like, come on, bro. I mean, I just find it. I mean, Guled, have you heard of this story, this Somalian story with this girl?
Hello guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, hello. Avu.
So
yeah,
did you see the race with
I've
the lady?
heard. Yeah, I've heard. I've seen the video.
No. I don't care about head. Did you see the race?
Yeah, I've seen the race. Yes. I've seen the race, my brother. You know what?
What?
It's good. It's good actually that this happened.
Good. Wait, hold
Because
on. Good for who?
It's good because our country, right? Especially the governing body when it comes to sports.
Hmm.
They are so not serious, HH. It's unbelievable. I'll give you an example. Do you recall the African AFCON under 17 when Somalia came, and if you look at our players, they all look malnutrition. No, to be honest with you, the reason why is
Hey, look,
how they.
I did say it.
No,
I did say it.
no, HH. I have to be honest. HH, I have to be honest. There's too much corruption in our country. I have to be completely honest.
Hold up.
And this explains. This explains.
We're doing a members hangout. And guys, I didn't say this. This was age 7 who is Somalian. I looked at the Somalian national team. There's a dude
I'm telling you,
that's where
they're from the road.
like, like
They're from the road.
Don't be
HH.
shy. Just say he looks like a roadman. Just say he looks like a roadman. That's it. Don't be shy.
No, they're from the road. No, I'm not even gonna lie. They're from the road.
Yeah,
Bro,
literally.
this guy pulled up to the game with a Moncler jacket. Man. That's just...
Wait, did they have roads in Somalia?
This guy was signing for a club. Yeah, this guy was actually signing for a club.
Wearing like an anorak.
Yeah, with a Moncler jacket.
a full puffer, man, like a full Moncler.
HH, I actually, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Why is gay? You think it's a joke, bro? Like the corruption. Why do you think? Why do you think Mo Farah? HH, why do you think Mo Farah actually ran for Britain when he had the choice to run for Somalia? The last time Somalia won anything in the Olympics, it was in 1996. I don't know if you remember HH Abdi Bile. He won. I think it was the 5,000.
Oh wow! Okay.
He was the only guy, I think, for the last 60 years to actually even I think make it in the top 3 in terms of Somalia.
We don't know. Hold up. Mods, can you put abracadabra in timeline, please? Can you put abracadabra in timeline, please? Mods, abracadabra, alakazam. Abracadabra.
Wait,
to be honest with you guys, he might be right because dogs are haram in Somalia, so she might run faster. It's true.
Wait, Guled, was
It's
the
true.
last time you won an Olympic medal also like the last time you had a government?
An actual government.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, an actual government. Like there was a president called Siad Barre, and we actually had an actual government at that time. But since then, since they actually toppled him and they assassinated him, the whole country has been it's like it goes to the highest bidder, bro. And it's all about tribes. Like for example, let's say I'm Somalian, right? Let's say if I meet a Somalian girl, I want to get married to her. Guess what the family is gonna say? They don't care about love. The first thing they're gonna say to me is, "Which tribe are you?" If I'm not the right tribe, I'm not getting the girl. Like the corruption goes so that the division and the corruption goes so deep.
HH, relax, man.
It's crazy, bro. It's literally crazy. But I have to be honest, man. I'm glad this happened in national television. As a Somalian, I'm speaking right now because I'm sick and tired of Somalians acting like everything is okay when this is the kind of people you send to run a race like this.
Wait, did she do that?
And
The
No,
when you-
wait, hold on, go ahead. But they apologized though. They apologized. Smarter, they apologized. They
Wait,
said-
you know what's funny,
Wait,
HH?
who did they
You're
apologize
You're
to?
African.
No,
HH,
no,
you're
just hey, my skin just everybody. No, because my skin's the thing. You bloody well apologize for that. You have to apologize because we're in a social media age, bro. Like she's now a meme. The
Hey,
poor
you
girl
know
is
what
now a
the-
meme.
You know what the irony is? If actually social media didn't point it out, you know the
Yeah,
African
bro, yeah,
mentality.
exactly,
They will never apologize. They will never apologize.
Wait, what was
So they
the
were
time?
forced to apologize. God
Dude,
knows, my
relax.
brother.
Wait, what was the
It
time?
was past. I think it was 21 seconds something. I don't
Oh
know.
my. To be fair, there was a lot of
But
drag back on
that's
her
pretty,
outfit.
that's pretty quick. That's better.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
be fair,
that's
there's a lot
times
of,
two, basically.
if you think about her
It's not.
outfit, there's a lot of drag back on it, so
Wow.
No, there's no way.
Wait.
That was
Wow.
big. There's no way.
Wow.
I saw her run.
Yo.
There's no way. No, it's rough.
Yo, nah, just
Wait, hold on. So,
aerodynamics.
so they said that. So August, this is from Reuters. Somalia's Minister of Youth and Sports suspended the chairwoman of the country's athletics federation and is set to initiate legal action after a female sprinter took more than 21 seconds to complete the 100 meters at the World University Games.
wait, isn't
HH,
it?
he is the corrupted guy, not the woman that is firing. He is
Bro,
Dude,
he
this
is the
is
corrupted guy.
this is like cool runnings on cocaine, man. Like,
I'm
Wait,
telling
no,
you,
no.
bro. It's crazy.
Okay, so,
This
okay,
is
look,
crazy.
but let me just continue to talk and then we'll begin. All right. Okay, so let me hit this on the movie. So, shout out to thank you, Elijah. Shout out to Germany for being favorites in the men and women World Cups, but breaking it in the
For
group stages.
fuck's sake.
How did
Can
you?
I say
how-
something?
How
Can I
did
say
you beat
something?
us 6-0
Okay,
and then
no.
get
Let's
eliminated
you have to
after
speak on
that?
this. Mans, you have to speak on this. Mans, what the hell is
Can I
going
say
on, bro?
something?
Yeah.
We are in the mud, okay? Germany is shit. Our women teams is shit. Our youth teams are shit. Our men teams are total. The DFB is the biggest bullshit I've seen. We needed change for years and we didn't do anything. Now we are finished. By the way, every time Germany loses or go out, RDS, the biggest hater, is writing to me, Birgitan, what's happening with Germany? I thought D-Man or HH is the biggest hater. RDS
that's
is
to
the
say,
biggest hater.
I'm worried. Basically,
And-
I'm just worried for you. I think I'm never going to bring out that comment. I think I'm not going to bring it out. So I'm just saying, I'm just worried for you for next summer. That's the thing. I'm just worried for you guys
no,
for
they
next
can't
summer.
do that. They can't do that to me. At home,
Wait, hold on. Let me bring
they're
in
gonna do that
QC8.
at home.
yo, that's
Wait.
crazy.
Why is it shot? QC8.
Wait, were they doing the medal parade
Why,
still?
okay, you're so childish, man. You're so childish. Bro.
Yo,
Guys, I can't because we can't make a return like this, man. Come on, bro. After I can't, this is crazy. QC8, the next race started.
yeah.
Nah, that's too much. That's too much, man.
You know, guys, let's move on that. Okay,
Yeah,
Oh my
please,
god.
no, bro.
To be fair,
I'm
they
sure
would have finished the
one
medal
more
ceremony.
movie does
The medal
this.
ceremony by the end of it.
One more
Okay,
movie,
wait.
one movie.
Calm down. Calm down.
No, this is great. So, okay, guys, now, it's a good thing that we actually, AK, good call in making us start with that first thing because this should set us up well for this deadline. So, where are we right now? Kane. They have just over half an hour. So, Levy has just over half. Actually, wait a minute. Midnight German time or BST?
Wait, if
In
it's German
Germany,
time.
it's already midnight. in
Yeah, so I was gonna
Germany.
say yes.
So, okay, no, so it's okay. So it's okay. It has to be BST. So just over half an hour for Levy to accept. So I believe it's $110 million. That's what I thought. $110 million.
Euros.
Yeah, why would it be dollars,
110
you brick?
euros.
No. I saw someone put up it does thing you effing moron.
No.
So it's 100 million euros.
It's 100 million euros.
Wait, are you telling me
and 10
European
adults.
clubs I use some dollars.
Sebastian, how much?
No,
how
HH,
much? How much?
actually,
To be fair,
It's 100
You know
million
what?
euros,
I wish I was still on
10
holiday.
million in add-ons.
wait. So do MLS use Naira then?
All right, who hasn't spoken yet? Samasi, what do you honestly think is going to happen? Because this is what I believe. I said in the video, but I'll reiterate it again. Levy, being the psychopath that he is, he's going to try to say, well, that's what I like what Bayern have done. Because Bayern, no. Because the window is closing. Yes or no? If yes, cool. No, it gives us enough time to try to find a striker. We can't let this drag on till near the end of the window. You say no, and we don't have a striker. So I like Bayern said no. Midnight happens. This is what is going to happen. Levy is going to ask for more time and say, well, Bayern are going to say no. Levy will be like, sorry, because Levy wants to get a bit more because he's mad. Kane is going to stay for the year. It doesn't matter where they finish. And Kane is going to join Man United on a free next summer. So for United, okay, fine. Rasmus is a stopgap. So I suppose Rasmus is just like a stopgap. And your boy Mason is just a stopgap until Kane, because Kane is going to join United.
I don't know how 70 mil is a pit stop, but I mean,
hold on, 70 for Rasmus?
Yeah, bro. How is that a pit stop? I mean, that's a pretty big pit stop, to be honest. Like,
I didn't know. I didn't know it was 70.
Yeah.
What did you think it was?
What did you? What did you?
I thought it was like 40 or 45.
40.
Nope.
40.
I thought it was like a side piece. Let's just get like a side piece for the season. Let's say what's up. Rasmus, 70 mil.
I think there's add-ons as well.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I don't think he'll meet the add-ons because he seems pretty shit.
Okay, look. Let's put Rasmus to one side. Smasi, what do you think is going to happen?
First of all, fuck Daniel Levy.
Oh,
I'm done with this guy. I cannot stand him. Every time we go to him, we negotiate, we take him out to a restaurant, and he can't let go. Kane wants to be freed from the prison called Spurs, okay? And Daniel Levy cannot let go. I had of all the summer, all the time, we are negotiating just for one player. I will never want to negotiate with Daniel Levy ever again. And 110 million for a 30-year-old is so we overpay. He wants 100 million. We're gonna pay 110 for a 30-year-old. If he says no, fuck him. Okay, buy another.
No. It's not about what do you think is going to happen? Smasi, what do you think is going to happen?
I think it's gonna be this week. This weekend he's gonna decide. Daniel Levy. If he doesn't decide this weekend, we're gonna move on. Let's say
no. What is he going to say? Yes, or is he going to say no?
I think he's gonna say yes, but we all are paying 110 for a 30-year-old.
No. But here's the thing.
1 year.
This is what guys are saying about contract. Okay, before I want to hear from nobody, but this is what I said about okay. Bayern know that you need. Remember, things are different now. So Kane can still play and give you top level football. 34, maybe even 35 now. So you have one of the best strikers in the world for at least 3 or 4 years. So because things have changed in terms of dieting and everything. If you don't pay now and he's for free, he'll join Man United. Like if the best chance for Bayern to get Kane is now. Because if he runs out of his contract, I think United, England, it's inside our comfort zone. The United would not have a greater pull because trust me, if United had the money, Kane would be going to United. It's just that they just don't have the money to put down. And what United are banking on is Levy's going to be a moron. He's going to reject it, and then we'll just get him for free next summer. So, Norman, what do you think is going to happen? Kane and Bayern.
Yeah, first of all, I think Real Madrid were going to offer 70 to 75 million at the most for him. But as usual, I think who was the Samasi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bayern fan. Yeah, what he was
Yeah.
saying about Levy was completely correct. Even during as a Madridista, what I can say about him is during Luka Modric, during Gareth Bale, even I think Adebayo came on loan under him, right, from Spurs. So, if I remember correctly. So
Mm.
he's always been a, excuse my language, but a fucking asshole.
Wow.
True.
Yeah, he is. You know, uh, he actually reminds me. He's very similar to PSG's owner. Khalefi. They think they actually have a bigger, self-image in their own mind than what they're actually worth, because both of their clubs have failed at achieving the very function for which they were conceived. Both PSG and Spurs have failed for what they were created, because of their owners. And that's why as a Madridista, at least it gives me some peace that I don't have an owner. No one
Yeah.
owns me. No one
Yes.
owns my club. No one owns my crest. No one owns my stadium. I own it as a fan. I can say that.
Mm.
And so, examples like this, if Manchester United get a new owner who's just like this, they're fucked for the next quarter of a century, and they can do nothing about it. Jack shit.
So no matter what's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Does Kane stay at Tottenham, or does he join Bayern this weekend?
You can never trust Levy, maybe he had set a 120, 125 million, figure in his accounts, in his mind, and he won't take any less than that. You can never trust that. But at the same time, if Kane really pushes for it, it's all up to Kane now. If he really pushes it, does he really want to leave or not? Or is he willing to wait another year and leave on a free? But the high quality options which are open for him now, example Bayern, will close. Even if now they reduce his asking price, he will get much better options than next
Yeah.
season. So
Yeah.
it's up to him now. He's getting hurt in the process the most.
No. Look, for me, I think for Kane, I think he knows right now that this is the end game now. So either he leaves this summer or he leaves next summer. All I'm saying though is I don't understand the logic of losing one of the club's greatest players for nothing when a club is actually has 100 mil down
His
on the table
ego.
for you.
Daniel Levy had an inflated ego like I never seen before.
No, but Smashy, this is not even about ego. This is just it's still stupidity. Because my thing is that he's told he's not gonna sign a contract extension, so you're gonna lose him for nothing. Because that's what I said. Best case scenario, Kane stays, you finish second or third. Let's say you even win, because you're never winning the league. You win the FA Cup, everything. Cool. But he lives on a free. How do you rebuild your team? Because with 100 mil, I know you've lost a top player, but you can rebuild your team. But if he now leaves for a free, how do you now rebuild your team going forward when you're in one of the most competitive leagues in the world? Disregarding Man City. Okay, let me come to AK. AK, talk to me.
HH, this Daniel Levy guy's he's genuinely a dumbass, bro. He's genuinely idiotic in the way he does deals. HH, here's the issue with letting Kane leave on a free. Of course, it satisfies your little ego, whatever thing you have in your head. But you're giving him away to a Premier League rival for free.
Yeah.
Like, HH, what if Kane... It might be a very little chance of it happening. What if Kane goes to Arsenal? If Kane leaves for free, theoretically...
He'll never
Oh
do
my
that.
God.
Theoretically, he can go to Arsenal. Will it happen? Probably not.
Theoretically, he can, but knowing Kane, he'd never do that to Tottenham fans. But United is no issue. United is no problem. He'd go to United.
Even then, he's going to a Premier League rival. You leave your greatest player in your history, your most valuable asset, one of your most sellable assets is leaving to a Premier League rival for free because you thought that you could keep him for one more year instead of it's £100 million. It's not like cheap money. It's £100 million. How are you gonna reject this? This is not anything to do with if
We don't, but
one thing.
AK, watching will reject it. Like, trust me. Wait until you wake up tomorrow morning and
What
say,
the
"Leaders be like,
fuck is
well,
that?
you know, well."
He rejects it. That means he's just an idiot if he rejects this
Yeah,
offer.
he's an, you're
And
an idiot.
HH, even in the smallest situation, I have another scenario. What if he rejects it and then he somehow convinces Harry Kane to sign a contract during the season? Because Harry Kane did say if Ange's project starts off well, there is a chance he might sign the contract.
If
Then
Kane
Harry
signs that
Kane is an
contract,
idiot.
Wait,
yeah, he's
AK.
an idiot.
And Harry Kane
Yeah.
is an
No,
idiot.
AK, I dare Kane to sign a contract
Please.
extension. No. But I want to say, I dare Angie Martinez to like do decent. Let's say there is the FA Cup semi, lose, they come second, and Kane be like, oh, whoa, Angie Martinez is cooking. It's cooking. Yo, Danny, 5 years plus one extra. I dare. If he does that, I want Kane to hand in his humanity card. So he can no longer be seen as a human being. Basically, he can no longer be part of the human race. Like, basically, choose a species. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor. If he does that, you have ceased to be part of the human race. But we'll see. So let me come to Barry. So Barry, what happens in this whole Kane saga?
Yeah, man. Levy has to accept this deal because if he doesn't, you're in a lose-lose situation. Are you willing to lose one of the best players in the world for peanuts? And if you reject this deal, you can have in his philosophy one of your competitors in Manchester United take your best player just like that for free next summer. You can allow that, but I don't think he's gonna accept that deal because also that some owners when they value their best asset, they're like 100 million only. Nah. We gotta go 130, 150 sometimes. In this philosophy, I think he's gonna want more money. And Bayern, they don't have time to waste, man. They're like, hey, man.
That's our
Soon?
last offer.
Yeah.
No, Barry, you're right because Barry is right. But Barry, Levy's you're playing a very dumb game. Because like, look, this is an asset. Let's just push. Let's push. But Banner, like, 100 mil is still crazy for us. And the 100 mil for a guy who's going to be free next summer is crazy. But what I always said about guys say, it's a crazy price. This is Bayern's best chance to get him. Because if he's for free, they won't have the same kind of pull for Kane being English as, let's say, a Man United will. So the best chance to get him from Man United is to get him now and pay now, which is why United can't pay this money now. Bayern can. But still, though, it's like, you can't ask for 120 or 130, Levy. I'm sorry, you can't.
Yeah, but one last thing. Even though I don't think it's gonna happen, I want Levy to accept the deal and for Kane to go to Bayern. It will be so beneficial for him. He's at the peak. 100%. He's at the peak of his career. You're going to Bayern. No matter how bad the roster can be at times, they're always in a win now mode. You're gonna play with some of the best players in the world, and they're in a win now mode. In 2 years' time, the final is in Munich. If I'm not saying anything stupid, I think it's in 2. Yeah, it will be perfect for you.
Yeah.
And I think. Oh no, I'm done.
All right, J2S thoughts. Kane, but what happens, man? What does Levy do? J2S.
Let me ask one question. Can I ask one question?
Yeah, one question that comes to you, YSK. No man.
Yeah. Just one question. Answer honestly. Does Spurs, suck because it is owned by Daniel Levy, or does Daniel Levy suck because he has to own a club like Spurs?
First of all, Joe Lewis is the owner. Joe Lewis is actually the owner, but Levy is just.
But he's the face, right?
Yeah, he's the
face.
He represents
Spurs. He represents Spurs.
For me,
who's winning home?
I put it more so on Levy because Leicester City won a Premier League. Wigan won an FA Cup.
Yeah, but they're not Spurs. I mean,
No.
Spurs. The word Spurs itself has become a meme now.
I know,
it's
but
Spurs,
it's true. No, but no, at the end of the day,
is Spurs.
I don't know. You would know this as well.
When any team sucks, they say, "Oh, that team has Spurs."
I know, no matter. But here's the thing, no matter. But you would know as well that one of your greatest players or one of your most clutch players, one of your most clutch players and one of your greatest players ever in your club both came from Tottenham. Now, you may be too young to know this. There's a guy called David Ginola, who I think was one of the most talented individuals in the Premier League history. They've had a history of top-tier players. Tottenham is one of the most supported clubs in England. So
do they have a history of trophies, HS? That is what the sport is played for. I remember.
No, they don't. But
why not?
No.
Why did the best players leave?
It's because you asked the question.
Why did they suck? Why did they suck?
I put it on the owner because there was one transfer window where Tottenham were the only team not to spend any money during a transfer window. So, and that was what Conte and Mourinho were alluding to, which is that there isn't a winning culture at Tottenham. It's the culture is vibe out. Hence why Mourinho was like, bro. Conte was like, bro. The culture here is rotten because it's more so on parts finance. Because when you watch that documentary, Levy was like, hey man, it's hard to run a business. So his focus is on business. Or if we win, cool. But rather than sporting endeavor, it's business. Let me go to Waske. No, okay, Waske and walk around. Waske, what happens?
This is getting it's tiring you out now, bro. Like, sorry, this just do something. Like, it's they made the bid, and I don't know what Levy thinks Bayern's gonna do. I don't think Bayern's not one of these clubs that's just gonna continue to twerk for a player. Like,
no,
they're gonna make a bid. You either take it or you leave it. And bro, would it surprise you if this clown rejects it?
No,
of course not. In fact, there's probably more chance of him rejecting than him accepting this.
Yes.
Even though it is 100 M's for a guy whose contract expires next year, which is
but speaking as a pseudo United fan though, if Levy rejects it, wouldn't you be happy? Because wouldn't that mean that he definitely joins United for free next summer?
Well, first of all, I don't know why it's pseudo. I don't know where that comes from. But just from a United perspective, there was a point in time where you would have been happy to have Kane, but he's not. He is a great goal scorer and blah blah blah. But at Tottenham with the play, he's not had trash. Like, let's not pretend like he had this god awful garbage team. Like, he didn't. He had the facilities there. And he didn't. When it mattered, he didn't show up. Let's be real. When it mattered,
he's been in finals. He's been in finals, bro.
He didn't show up. So, me personally, I don't want that. Before certain events happened in the last 2 weeks, where United splashed 70 M's on the Nigerian Haaland. Before those events unfolded, before.
Okay, that's crazy. No, that's not. That's yellow. That's yellow. That's crazy.
I don't do that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I thought it was Somalian.
Before those events unfolded, I wouldn't have taken that guy at United. But now that guy is here, United still need a striker. Osimhen is not.
I mean, Wing, you know that if I put up that message, YouTube will shut down this channel. You do realize that, though, Wing. But there you go. Why else keep talking?
Wrong day, man. Wrong day.
Yeah.
But he has to accept it. As a businessman, you have to accept this. Like, there's no alternative unless he's banking on Kane being Kane and being the idiot and the individual with extreme lack of ambition. If he's banking on him, this dude just vibing out for this season, and then be like, you know what, I'm gonna sign a contract extension. I'm gonna basically sign myself off to this club for the rest of my life and not win anything major. Because I think I said this before. I think Kane values getting a title with England more than he does Tottenham. Tottenham, I think his priority is that goal record.
Yeah.
I think if he wants to stay in the Premier League, that his priority is that Shearer goal record. And to be fair, you'd be surprised how many people in England actually cares about that goal record.
I mean, very sad, very sad, very sad.
In England,
Fucking losers.
In England, Shearer. I mean, okay, 200 was it 226 or 66 or whatever it is. That's it's a good amount of G's. Like, I get it, but it's cool. But these dudes, like, they worship that record. Like, it's a big deal. Kane can beat that. Kane can beat that record.
Oh no, very easily. No, hence you see, I am shocked that Kane is even considering this, because I thought that Kane, being England's golden boy in the face of England, would want to stay and beat the right record. So the fact that he's even considering going to Bayern, I was like, wait, I thought you want to break the record and really be the real poster boy.
Yeah, and other than Tottenham, United is the only other option. I don't see him going to, obviously not Arsenal. Liverpool's not an option either. And obviously Chelsea doesn't employ.
Yeah, Chelsea's a possibility. Like an alternative.
So United is the only other option, and the scenario that's most likely is I think this prick Levy is going to reject it.
Yes.
Kane's going to stay at Tottenham, and next season he leaves for free, and I don't know where. To be honest,
but see, that's okay. Before I go to it, if he's free, where does he go? If you have to put like a bet.
I can't even say United, because that bold Dutch prick invested in that clown Højlund.
I can't believe you.
No, wait, hold on. No,
don't say his name.
No. Okay. So you're saying that because you've put 70 million on Rasmus, Kane is for free, then
bro,
he
that's
doesn't get
his
Kane?
guy.
Okay.
Ten Hag was working for this dude. Like, he's not just gonna turn around and be okay. Yeah, it's a cool addition, but I don't see Ten Hag playing with two strikers, and I don't see the Nigerian Haaland coming over and then be holding bench either. I can't see that happening.
But why wouldn't United just use Rashford as a striker, hold out, and just hedge your bets on this?
Well, he's not a striker though, is he?
No, but my thing is that
Vlahovic was available for cheaper money.
Yeah, or just find a stopgap until the summer.
Rashford,
but here's the thing, though, but that is a dangerous game, because we are assuming Levy will reject. There is a 1% chance that he accepts this. So if Ten Hag was like, okay, let's just wait until we see what Levy does.
I want Levy to accept, not because I don't care about Harry Kane, nor do I care about Tottenham or Levy. Like, let's be real. We don't really care about these dudes like that. The only reason why I want to see them accept it is because I want to see Kane outside of Tottenham.
Yes,
I want to see.
Me too.
I want to see how he does, because there's a lot of people, Z-Man, a lot of people that twerk for this dude. Like they worship this guy like he's the second coming. Like, I don't understand.
No, okay, that's a good point, because my thing is like, okay, Bundesliga, fine.
Imagine?
No,
bro,
it's no. My thing is, let's see him in the UCL. Let's see him in the UCL, where you now have quality around you, and now because let's be real, Tottenham, there's no expectation. Everything you do is amazing.
We saw him in the final, but then the excuse was, oh, he wasn't fully fit. And then if he's not fully fit, then it's the manager's fault. It's the manager's fault.
Didn't he miss a penalty against France?
It's that's England, but it's the manager's fault. It's Son's not doing, like, it's always something. So okay, go to Bayern. You got quality players there. Bundesliga is guaranteed. The what's it called? The German domestic cup. What's it called?
DFB Pokal.
That's pretty much there as well. So you got the double. UCL, prove yourself in the UCL. Like, actually go out and show that final was you weren't fully fit. It was just a one-off. Because this guy, bro, the hype around this guy is insane. Like, I actually don't see it.
Okay, wait. So before I come to what's it called? Good. Let me just hit some Dubinski's, man. So shout out to what the hell? How many kickups in a row can each of you all do? Well, I'm actually pretty good at a keep up, so I can
Well,
do
that's cap. That's cap.
well,
I mean-
no. There is video footage. Remember, that's the video footage. Yeah, so I can do about 40
no.
So I can do about like 70, 100 very, very easily. Man.
I thought you
So,
had
yeah.
arthritis.
No, I do not. Jay Jokin. So guys, are we excited for Greenwood coming back? Let's move on. Jay Jokin, thank you,
Oh my
Dubinsky.
God.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, he
Dubinsky.
could be the striker.
So football guru 2020 Rizad doesn't run past the Somalian girl. # peak. Wow. Okay.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's probably not wrong. Shout out to Elijah. Thank you for the Dubinsky, Elijah, man. Bayern wine and dined Levy only just for them to be turned down. Footballing reasons by Bayern. But look, see, my thing is on look. Bayern just do not know what kind of psychopath they're dealing with.
Did they wine and dine though? Like,
yeah, that's the thing. That all they did was fly to London to say, "Hey, we're going to meet you face to face." So I don't think that they were like, "Oh, let's." So Levy didn't go to Germany. They just came to London, and be like, "Hey, this is real, face to face. Let's not talk." But Bayern, I don't think you know the kind of psychopath you're dealing with, because Bayern are like, "Wait a minute, this should be a done deal. Why are we waiting for?" Why don't we even have a reply now?
But Bayern
I
wouldn't entertain it, bro.
despise
That's
that
the thing, bro.
man. I despise him.
So,
If they reject this, they're not going to entertain him more. I don't think.
No way. No,
You're done.
No, because if he rejects it, Bayern, I'm like, okay, this guy's obviously a clown. Because that's why Bayern like, look, because September 1st is the end of the window. All right, you reject this, you're a moron. Let's now go all into now find a striker for the next few weeks. Because
who would they get if Kane doesn't happen? Who'd they get?
You see, that's my thing. That is like they're gonna try maybe go for, because they would have Ramos is now going to PSG.
Is it either like Kolo Muani,
because Vlahovic is under Chelsea? Yeah,
Muani.
I think
it's not
Lukaku.
No, because remember, you didn't want to do that. What the hell? So no, because you didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do that swap deal of Vlahovic and thingies. That's where Chelsea can get.
Wait,
Lukaku has more goals than Rasmus.
Wait, hold on.
More goals than Rasmus.
Wait, who's thinking?
I think Ifman has a dub. Thank you for the dub, Ifman. Bayern Munich's final bid is 100 million euros, 86 million pounds. Initial fee plus 20 million euros add-ons, which is 120 million euros, 103 million pounds package. Levy will reject it as he wants 100 million pounds.
We are overpaying.
See, that's because
somebody, I think, was a crazy.
You see,
100 million.
You're mad. No. I say so. Levy, you're mad. You're mad.
There's no
way. What's this in dollars?
No way.
Hold up. J2S. Actually, no way, because you've actually been pissing me off, man. So I'm going to go with Guled. Thoughts on this whole Kane thing, man?
HH, I think there's only two ways we can look at this.
Yes, sir.
I think the fact that for the very first time ever, we are actually witnessing Levi or Levy, whatever you want to call him.
Levi. Call him Levi.
Being on the ropes for once. I mean, I was waiting for this moment. I've never seen him in a predicament like this, because if he doesn't accept this, then I think it's going to be embarrassment to his establishment, to be honest with you. Right? In terms of as well,
I think isn't his owner in legal trouble? I think he's in court, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, the sporting director of Tottenham is in jail.
No, the owner. It's the owner.
Oh, the owner as well. Yeah, the owner as well.
Oh, insider trading.
Yeah, inside training.
Yeah, inside training in America.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm thinking, and also let's not forget, Tuchel actually flew to England and visited Kane in his house.
Yeah.
So this actually shows you that Bayern actually mean business, because I think they're going to break the record. This is the first ever time I've seen Bayern pay over 70 million for a player. I mean, since I was alive. So I think this is going to be like a record fee for them. So that's one way to look at it, HS. The other way could be this guy is an absolute psychopath. And one of the traits that we know psychopaths with is they don't forget anything, whether personally or historically. He's Jewish, Bayern are German. You do the maths.
Oh my God.
I don't know where he's going to go here.
I don't know.
I can't believe.
Wait, are we saying
Wait,
third
Every
right?
time. Every
What?
time.
Wait,
Okay.
are we
All right.
are we saying
Okay.
that the tax?
Yeah. Wait.
Yo,
No, I don't know. I
what?
said I don't know. I said I don't know.
All right.
Because psychopaths
Oh,
don't forget anything. So
All right.
I don't know.
Belgian Heskey. Belgian Heskey. Just Kin
Yo,
yo.
Belgium just Kin Ban.
This
Hello.
topic is coming
Belgian Heskey.
too
Kin
much
Ban.
in
Kin
the
Ban.
hangout out.
Look, how much is Kane actually worth though? How much do people actually reckon he's worth?
Okay, now
80
here's the thing though.
million.
Wait,
80
hold up.
million.
In this market or just in general? In today's market or in general? Because those are two different prices.
1 year on his
No,
contract.
right now.
Oh.
How much is he worth?
Oh, okay, and with 1 year left on his contract,
Yeah.
60, 65.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
No way, no
I
way,
think
no
Levy's.
way.
I think he's gonna sell him. There's no way he rejects this. There's no way he.
Well, they're saying that he says 100 million pounds.
Yeah, there's a way. Trust me, bro. There's a way.
There's no trust me. There's with Levy. There's definitely
There's a way. There's always a way.
Like, okay. Do you know how he does it? No, that's how he does
Yeah,
it.
but the thing is, I can't even blame Levy. Like for me personally, Harry Kane's an idiot. Yeah, he's waited until he's 30. He stayed at Tottenham until he's 30. Was he expecting them to win a trophy last season or the season before? He's 30 years old. Like,
well, maybe they said that he slipped and signed the contract by mistake. So that's what they say.
Well, I mean, Levy, this is gonna prove whether he's a businessman or not. Like, if he sells him for 100 mil, then yeah. If he doesn't, then yeah, the guy is crazy.
I mean, because bro, like they're offering you 100 million for a guy who has told you, I am going to leave. Unless in your delusion, you really believe that he's going to sign it. Here's the thing. Now, I have not even considered this, but like, since it's a discussion, let's just put this out there. What if Kane signs a contract extension? Now,
Then
that is
he's
the
the biggest idiot
He's
I've
the
ever
biggest
that's
seen in
when
my
the
loser.
opens
life.
the door. This thing, we've not even considered, but I think it's very right that we consider all possibilities. What if, in the most freakish twist of all time, like the most craziest twist, he signs a contract extension? For
But
whatever
to
reason,
be fair, Harry
He
Kane
needs
does
to be
seem like he's a little
inducted
bit
then.
slow. He does seem like he's a little bit slow in the
He
way he
talks like
speaks.
that.
So I mean, Levy
Wow.
could be.
Oh, is that how he
yeah.
slipped then?
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
I mean,
Yo, that's a yellow.
all right, okay.
That's a
Wait,
yellow. Yeah,
wait,
that's
look,
a
okay.
yellow.
Let's go to Marley. Thoughts on this, bro? Kane and Bayern.
Yeah, just let me know if my connection is bugging, and I'll switch my.
Well,
switch my
I had
device.
Yeah, already.
Can you hear me?
It bugged. It bugged for sure. It bugged.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
Ah, cool.
whether
Let me
it's
switch. I'm gonna come
dialogue.
back quick. Let me switch.
All right, okay, yeah.
Let me switch. I'm gonna come back
Switch
quick.
from Moscow to pros.
Why
Jez,
Moscow?
I said Moscow, yeah, Moscow.
No, it's just a strange question. That Moscow's the first place that came up with.
But I said Moscow, not Moscow.
Right, yeah.
Well, Moscow still works based on what's happening there right now. So,
Wow.
Jez, what do you think about Kane and Bayern, man?
Shout out to Bram.
Bro, I can't lie, bro, Jake. I'm literally sitting here just hoping Levy is gonna accept the offer. I'll be real.
Wait, hold up. Who do you support?
Tottenham.
Thank you. We have a sports fan here. So, Jez, talk to me, man. What the hell is going on here? Okay. What do you personally want to happen as a sports fan? What do you personally want to happen as a sports fan?
Me personally, if there's an offer that Bayern is saying, for example, let's say you take 85 million fixed fee as pounds, and then the add-ons go all the way up to 100. Me personally, I would sell, because realistically, you have a guy here left who could go potentially to a rival, whenever it's going to be Man United. I personally think there is a person. I think Bowley is that much of a freak that would actually go in for Kane on a free. And to be honest, he could stay in London and he could go and try to compete for trophies and get the record too.
No. But let's be real. Do you really believe that Kane would do that to you guys? Go to Chelsea. You see, United is fine. He can't. No. Come on. He'll never go to Chelsea. Kane, based on the kind of person he is, I don't think he goes. I think Arsenal and Chelsea are rolled out.
Me personally, I agree with that. But football works in mysterious ways at times. I'll be honest. If I think so, to be honest. So me personally, if Chelsea's an possibility, if they offer him the money and the project is there, and I wouldn't have thought about it if Poch wasn't there. But I think Poch could be a big driving force as well behind that. But that's something to think about later. But I'll be honest, like it's talking from a fan's perspective is tiring as fuck because
sorry, let me ask this: do you trust your manager and Levy with 100 mil to rebuild the team?
I trust the manager. I don't trust Levy. I trust the manager because I think for certain signs that we have made already, I personally he has an eye for talent in my opinion. But the issue is like if there's certain players he wants to go for with the K money, will Levy give him also the money, or will he be like, do you want to, or is Levy gonna take some of that money and keep it behind? Because we're talking somebody who's the highest paid chairman in the league who gives himself pay rises. So
that's crazy.
Which, like I said, it's a weird situation with the Kane situation. Me personally, if this offer that they apparently said the deadline today, which obviously didn't happen, I would have took it personally. And I don't know who we would replace him with, because I don't think there's somebody in the market that we can attract to replace him. But I think it's just, I think from all sides, I think personally, I think it's sorry about that, but I think it would only benefit the manager because he gets the clarity. The fans as well. The fans can finally say as well, the guy's gone or the guy is staying, because I've seen back and forth as well about it.
So okay, I mean, from your fellow sports fans and so forth, is there a consensus with regards to happy to see him go, or they want to see him stay for one more year at least? Is there a consensus?
No, to be honest, because I think there's people who've seen him, because he came through the academies first and foremost. So there's a lot of people who have to think, like Chelsea fans with Cobbin. They have this sensation about it when they see a Cobbin kid coming through. So I feel like
Jez, I'm not. I'm not.
Obviously, I watched the streams.
Me and Rory Jennings are of a different race.
Shout out to La Cobbin, man. La Cobbin.
So it's the same way. Like, you know what I would look at it? I would look at it like the Mount situation, where there was Chelsea fans who wanted to get him the heck out of here, but there's also Chelsea fans who wanted to keep him at all costs. I look at it that way. Like, there's Tottenham fans who are ready to take the money because they're scared that he could go maybe to a potential rival that we don't like to see. And also, we want to just take the money. And there's just Tottenham fans who can't let go of the emotions because seeing him playing for the football club for so long and scoring all these goals.
But you see, before I go to back to but just for those emotional sports fans, this is what I'd say to them. What's worse, seeing your beloved Kane at Bayern or your beloved Kane at Man United? I think seeing Man United would be a lot worse.
Bro, that just brought up the Pochettino thing, man. Project Tino could bring in Kane, man. I didn't even consider that, actually, because when I think about
Wesley, let's be okay. No jokes. Let's not be real. No more joking. Do you honestly think Kane would do that to Tottenham? Go to Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea in Champions League.
Do you think that? So you really? I cannot conceive Kane. Remember, Kane isn't Figo. Kane isn't Sol Campbell. I don't see Kane going and making that move to Chelsea or Arsenal in the way that.
So did you thought that Figo was going to move to Barca?
To Real.
To Real.
One thing I would say is, though, I don't think Kane has that type of personality to pull something off. I'm just thinking that me personally, I think I never rule out anything. Like you mentioned already earlier before, that he possibly could sign a new contract because we did offer him a new contract, and maybe 6 months later he looks at it. No club is giving me an opportunity other than Bayern Munich, and maybe he just wants to just take the money. Then who knows?
You see, we can't rule anything out. In life, you can't rule anything out. Mm-hmm. There is a possibility Kane signs and stays on at Tottenham. And then we have a 3-hour stream clowning him. There is a chance that this guy does that, But look, let me come to the guys. So, Marley, hopefully you're back, Marley.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've got a lot to say about this. I want to come at more of a Bayern Munich angle. This saga is funny to me because at the start of the window, there was lowballing, like bidding 60 million pounds, like that was gonna get accepted. Yeah, Bayern Munich are meant to be a big club. They say they're like a top 3, top 5 club. Yet they was offering like 60 million. That's funny. Madrid would never do that. Man United would never do that. Like Barcelona,
Because
when they
we're
had
not
money, would never do
idiot.
that. Yeah,
It's
but if
called
you're a big club,
negotiation.
you should be
It's
able to
called
attract big players.
negotiation, clown.
And I'm sorry, Samasi. I watched the streams. I've got to call you out as well. I'm sorry, but like a few months ago, you were saying Bayern Munich, we wouldn't go for Kane. He's old. He's rubbish. He's old. We don't want him.
I
Now your
don't
club's
want
twerking for him.
Kane.
Now your club.
I
Wait, hold on. One at a
personally
time.
still don't want Kane.
One at a time. So go for it.
Now your club's flying to London twerking for him, but you were telling people on the stream that your Bayern Munich wouldn't go for Kane. Now they're twerking for him.
For God's sake, Tuchel wants Kane. It's his first choice. I personally don't want Kane. I think he's too expensive for a 30-year-old. So.
Okay, and how?
Okay, but man, what's happened? I want to know what's because I think now they're saying tomorrow morning. Come Saturday morning or midday Saturday, what happens? Does Levy reject or does Kane go to Bayern?
I think he's going to go to Bayern because Bayern need a striker. The last season was a failure with Mane, and they sold him and got money. So they've got money there. So I don't know why they're acting broke. They went to a big club. So I think Kane will end up at
okay,
Bayern.
wait, hold on. So you're saying that means you feel like Bayern will up their bid?
No, I think
Levy's evaluation.
I think Levy will accept the bid because it's €100 million package with add-ons to push it a bit further, which is a lot of money for a guy with 1 year left on his deal. Yes. And you're sending him away from the Premier League. So I think the deal will get done. He probably will get pressured by the fans. Because as a businessman, you can't let somebody go on a free like that. So, and I think Kane will smash it in the Bundesliga. He'll score like 35 goals. And in the UCL, Bayern Munich will be a threat.
Yes, they will.
UCL will be fun next year to see with all the teams in the competition. So I think Kane going there, it's just a move that needs to happen for sure.
All right, so last time, then I'll take it up. So Jesus and then Z-Man. Jesus.
Yeah, and the whole Spurs thing. I mean, I think the deadline's passed as well for whatever that deal was. When they had to accept
there was no deadline. So
there was. So it's basically So this is from the guy that I wrote it. So Florian Plettenberg says, as expected from Bayern and reported, no answer from Tottenham yet to the new offer of more than €100 million. There was no deadline. Therefore, Bayern is still waiting for an answer this weekend. So
fair enough. I mean, I think Bayern will get him. I think Levy will take the offer because what's the point of keeping him for one season for them just to leave for free? Like, what are Spurs going to get out of this season? Are they going to get top 5 with Kane in the team? Have they improved that much? I know they got a centre back. I don't know who the new goalkeeper is at all. They've signed Madison. That's probably one of the only good players they've actually signed. That's not enough to break that barrier because is it enough to overcome what Liverpool done? Even what I don't like what Man United done, but still they're going to be there. Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea. All these teams are still going to be there. And you got your Brightons and you got even look at your Villas. They're making good signings like Diaby and stuff. So I see him leaving because it's what Tuchel wants. They've done these meetings. It all just fits because even if he does leave on a free, he might not come to Man United. He might go to Chelsea. He could go to City if he wanted to. And that would just mess up the whole Premier League as well because he's got all his options open. He can go anywhere he wants.
But do you see him going to Arsenal or Chelsea?
I think he could.
Come on, Jesus. Come on, really. Kane? So you really feel like if Kane, knowing his personality, he'd do that to Tottenham fans?
There's more chance
if he got a new
option. I don't know why Chelsea's been ruled out. I mean,
yeah,
I mean personally, I wouldn't rule out.
I'm only saying it because, I think Kane would be like, I hate Levy. Screw Levy. I don't hate the Spurs fans. I have no issue with the sports fans, and out of respect for the sports fans, forget Levy. I hate him. But out of respect for the sports fans, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, but what does he get having respect for the Spurs fans? What? Oh, because he's the only club that will actually like him because he's a so-called. He's not an actual legend. It's just because he's called loads of goals, but there's nothing to back it up.
But for a lot of Tottenham fans, they view him as a legend.
Yeah, I know they view him as a god.
Yeah, it's true. Whether that's right or wrong, he is fully adored there. And I think that's Kane. Kane doesn't strike me as a figure where bro, Figo, what the hell are you bloody doing going from Barca to Real Madrid? That's insane. Or for Sol Campbell, you're going to go from Tottenham to Arsenal. So because
you can't compare Real and Barca to Chelsea and Tottenham, bro.
Yeah, I mean, what's the rivalry really there? I mean,
Like,
it's just
what's the rivalry?
No, what's good? My thing though is, see, from a global point of view, it's nothing compared to thingy. But if you're an England merchant, if you're Winston Churchill merchant, and you apply Churchill tax, it's been something. Listen, you have to apply Churchill tax. But it's a big deal if you apply Churchill tax.
Wouldn't you want, if he went to Chelsea and Arsenal, they're more like I might disrespect those two clubs a lot, but they're more like to win the Premier League. If you won a Premier League at a Chelsea, Arsenal, or even a Champions League, for example, how much would that respect from the Spurs fans really mean?
No, just to say, I get that. Of course, it makes sense, but I feel that. Look, I may be wrong, guys.
Is his personality?
I just feel that based on his personality, he'd be like. Hence, why I really believe that United have the best chance of getting him next summer for a free, because he's like, I would ideally like to break the goal record if I can. I want to respect the Tottenham fans. So who's left that can be competitive? United. And Kane goes to United. So Kane with Rashford, all those dudes over there. Now United are now. So let's be real. Kane goes to United. That is a massive upgrade on that team.
Bro, he's going to be 32, bro.
A big indicator would be if he changes his agent, because his agent's his brother, I think. Is it still his brother? That just sums up his personality. Like,
and this is why I think so as well.
Wait, hold on. Let me come to Zeman and Party just to address. So, Zeman, very quickly on this whole, what happens with Kane and Bayern? How does it get resolved?
Oh, that topic. Listen, man, it doesn't get resolved, man.
Zeman, no, hold up. Zeman, after you're done here, we're getting the Somalian tip from you. I called you out on Twitter. I called you out on Twitter.
I knew it. People are praying for my downfall, man. My nation's downfall. It's crazy. But no.
You know, guys still think that you're Caucasian because of how you talk. It's crazy, but you know what it is. Go for it, Kane and Bayern.
No, Kane, bro. Listen, man. It's like I wasn't gonna mention R. Kelly because I was about to go a different case.
Whoa!
I was like, no. You have to separate. You have to separate the trophy from the artist, man. For Kane's.
Oh my!
Because I'll be honest, bro. Kane is an excellent technician, incredible playmaker. He's one of the best in his generation as a forward. But when it comes to that mindset, I don't think he has it in him. I generally don't think he has it in him one bit. And I think this guy should look for. If I was advising him, I would go to Bayern, bro. Because I'll be honest, you're English. Let's be honest. Chelsea, is that really an option? Yes. They're rebuilding a team, and they already got Michael Jackson.
What am I rebuilding?
Why would you really want to go there? Why would you want to go there? And Arsenal is never really an option for him, even though he claims to be an Arsenal fan. And Man United, they're already going young, so they're probably not going to go for him.
Pause.
Whoa, pause.
Whoa, wow.
I mean, why? Okay, you guys took it there. No,
bro, you said R. Kelly and then said that.
Okay, listen, man, just go for
it. But generally, I think the best option for him is Bayern, man. Like, why is he so fixated in England and just being the top goal scorer? I generally do believe that this guy wants trophies at the end of the day. That's why it's been reported that this guy wants to go to Bayern. The only problem with that setup is Musiala is great. I think he's an exceptional talent. The rest, I generally believe that they're on the decline. Like the other wingers that are within Bayern. But let's just keep it real. That's the only thing I'm worried about because if he drops deep like he usually does and he tries to play make, the problem is you only have Musiala as an outlet. I don't think Gnabry is a reliable outlet. So it's him. So, and plus they still have a CDM to fix because I don't think they have a out and out CDM still. So it could work, but is that enough for them to win the Champions League? I don't know, man. I still think City still have it in them, man. I still think City are going to win it again.
All right, wait. Let me just quickly take some Dubinsky's, man. So shout out to Blaze A. Thank you for the Dubinsky, Blaze A. Luis H is holding L after L in Korea. Who is Louis H?
Enrique?
Or maybe whilst Poch is invisible. HH, have hope for hyping Enrique so much and cursing Poch. When is your Poch
Enrique.
apology?
It's Enrique, not
Wait, I really hope that's a. Wait.
I hope
It's
that's
Enrique,
a
it's
slander.
Enrique.
I hope
Please.
that's a slander.
Yeah,
I
bro.
pray
I hope
that
that's
this is
slander.
intentional.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
hope
bro.
that's
If
I
it's
pray that
not,
this is intentionally rather than
if
you
it's
actually think he's called Henrique.
if it's not, that deserves a wing. That deserves a wing.
please.
No, that's
Please
bro.
drop
That's just a side wing, bro. So HH for hyping Henrique so much and cursing Poch. When is your Poch apology? Well, Blaze, unless Chelsea win either the Premier League or the UCL, I'm not apologizing to Poch. So when Poch brings me a UCL or a Premier League, then I'll give him the apology. Until then, I don't owe him any apology whatsoever. Shout out to your boy AR. Thank you for the Dubinsky AR. If he doesn't go to Bayern, he goes to Chelsea because of the Poch connection. United have and
Wait,
Mason
have you got
G
Tourette's?
will return.
Wow.
City have their
Um,
guy.
I'd
City
be
have their
insulted
guy.
if I were
Wow.
Scandinavian. I'd be
He has
insulted.
a
I can't lie.
Wow.
I'd be very
I
insulted.
Racismo, no?
I said United have Højlund.
Racismo.
No,
no?
it's the
Right,
whole-
rewind, and I said, so because there's bad connection and so forth and everything. So
there's bad
United
connection with your
have,
eyesight.
Well, are you
United
are you
have-
residing from Nigeria?
United have Rasmus Højlund and Mason G with 2 asterisks will return. City have their guy and Liverpool have their guy, who I saw yesterday, Doc Martens, who are all young. My thing though is, do you really believe that he will do that to Chelsea? And here's the thing: what if Rasmus drops a disaster piece? Maybe they're like, let's just cut our losses and just let him go.
It's not what if.
Wait,
it's
we're
when.
going to cut losses of
He's
70 million.
not.
Yes.
He's not gonna
HH
go.
is praying for the downfall, bro. They said, what if that happens? What if they try to cut their losses?
He's not gonna go to Chelsea either. They got Nicholas Jackson and they got this new David Washington guy. So why
Yeah,
would
but
he go
he's
to
going
Chelsea?
on loan.
Wait,
You
isn't
got
that-
spent 20
Shout
million.
to
You know what's
Nicholas
crazy?
No.
David
Okay.
Washington.
Okay.
How
Relax.
can
How do you
spend
how do you
20
spend 20
million?
million?
Was
You
that the
guys
guy in
were
Tenant?
off
Wait,
for 20
hold. Elijah, 120 million euros. Okay, we're not doing it.
God damn.
We're not doing it.
God.
Elijah, that's
God.
crazy.
101
Yo,
billion
I
naira.
Elijah,
now
we're not
understand
doing
what they
that.
mean by inflation.
So,
101
Wing,
billion.
shout to Wing. HH asked a bearded lady for her phone number. She said, okay. Look, now,
Is this true? Why are you trying to defend yourself?
look, no. Let's be fair. I think there's a term for women who like that. Basically, I may be wrong, but I think I saw a woman with a beard. But I may be wrong. But I think I did say woman with a beard, but I could be wrong.
I
That's
mean,
what
you
I'm
saw
saying.
Rafaela's jawline, so it's not.
So AR, shout out to AR, man. Kudos to Levy. He's a shrewd businessman, is he? He just might get 100 mil for an injury-prone striker with 1 year left on the deal, whose penalty is still trying to find its way to Krypton. And
He
also
also
get them a
might
nice
reject
stadium.
it. So he also might reject it. So
Yeah, that's it. He also might reject it, so you never know. So I mean, let me give the last word to Jez. So Jez, final words here on this Kane thing before we talk about Bernardo.
I just want to get it done over with, so I don't have to think about it anymore, and I can just focus for the season without having Kane or having with Kane, to be honest. But I just want to say it so quickly because I heard the conversation about certain people thinking that it's maybe the club's mentality, why he hasn't won anything, or why, or it's Levy's fault.
Nomad said that your club is a piece of crap and you're a bunch of losers. That was Nomad said. So that was not me. It was Nomad. He said that your club are a bunch of losers. That was Nomad, not me.
I asked the question, AJ. I asked you a question.
Jez,
Don't lie about me. I asked you a question.
Nomad, Jez is speaking.
Nah, for me, just as a quick reply to that, it's like, again, it's the ownership who builds the mentality of a club. It's not the football club that has a mentality or can build it. Like, me, it doesn't personally make sense. So yeah, you can look at the ownership as well, but I'm like I'm more of the Tottenham fan. I'm more of the Tottenham fan that looks at Kane funny as well at times. Like, I'm not one that just blindly defends him for everything. And I also think there was a period, there was a times timetable, in my opinion, where he could have delivered us a trophy. But Tottenham fans, I have many debates about it. Don't believe it or listen to me, because I believe that if you really consider him as a world-class talent, if you had that Poch team as well, who at the time was one of the best teams in the world, you can argue. And at the time, even Pep didn't set it properly in the Premier League as well. For me personally, he should have been part of a team that should have delivered something. I don't know how crazy that is that people think it's only Tottenham's fault why he couldn't win the trophies. He had opportunities to win trophies. We went early cup competitions in the Kabuki Cup, in the FA Cup, and he was in the lineups. So you can't. So you're telling me you can't score a goal against West Ham?
Wait, hold on. So let's because we're here for the West Ham. So yes, I'm going to give you the last word here, just very, very briefly. Kane, what happens with Kane and Bayern? Does he go or does he stay at Tottenham?
That's, I mean,
thoughts on the race.
What's yes? It was like.
Okay, no.
For like 3 years.
No. Okay, all I'm gonna say is this guy Daniel is a gangster. Actually, I'm not like I think maybe he listened to. He's a gangster. This guy don't play.
What does he listen to? Yes.
What does he listen to? What does he listen to?
What does he listen to?
Come on, Zeman, don't.
No, you have to complete the sentence.
Why did you stop?
Yes, we're not promoting. Yes, we're not here to promote iced tea.
What up, blood?
Just go for it.
What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangster? No.
Oh my God! Yes,
that's true.
No.
Yes, sir, I thought you would say YG.
No. I'm not.
Ziman, relax.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The only thing I'm gonna say about this whole thing is Bayern Munich's board has to be the way Daniel Levy is treating this Bayern Munich board is so crazy to me. And like they should be ashamed of themselves, bro. Like this is big Bayern Munich, and they're getting played. This guy's not even answering the phone. Someone told me I have a cousin in London. Someone told me he bought a table. He's popping bottles. He getting twerked on. The guy's having
what?
He's living life. He's living life.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, that's crazy.
That's
crazy allegation.
All I'm saying is,
wait, yes. Half of football hot doesn't co-sign any of the words said by yes friend. Half of football hot does not verify yes friend as a viable or credible source.
So your friend from London is your source?
Listen, all I know is forget about opening the email. Forget about replying to a deadline. This guy's popping bottles. Casamigos and all that stuff, bro. He's
bro, you don't pop Casamigos, man. You don't pop Casamigos.
VIP.
Yes, I told you this. I said straight. No. Let's move.
Garcia should be drug tested before Hangout.
That should have been a 3-piece, HH. It should have been 3-piece.
Okay, so and also remember, Yasir and Zeman, I have to get back to you guys about that race. That race. I have to get back to you guys about the race. So, Zeman, Bernardo Silva, what's happening? No, okay. Do you honestly believe City are going to allow Bernardo Silva to go?
No, not one bit. Like I think it's outrageous, man. Because I'm hearing the price tag for Bernardo that they're planning to submit is around 65 to 70 mil. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. You don't have a left back. You don't have a CDM. But Xavi's out here twerking for him in the streets of Catalonia, like every day. Like he's praying for him to come.
But do you blame him after losing Ousmane Dembele?
No, because you don't replace the ooze with the likes of Bernardo Silva. I just don't see it. Okay.
Wait, but Zeman, isn't the burn an upgrade on the ooze?
No, he is, but my thing is, it just doesn't make sense when you have so much deficiencies in different areas. Like, you could actually get a right back. Hey, can you get a competent right back? I'm tired of seeing Koundé as a right back. You don't have an out-and-out CDM. The only one you have is a stopgap, and if he gets injured, you have no one that can play that position. Your midfield gets exposed. So I feel like it just doesn't make sense to be spending around 70 million when you don't have players, and plus, why are you spending cash like that? Like, it doesn't make sense. If you have cash like that, surely you would spend it on areas you're
He
weak
wants
at.
to cash out. He wants to cash out.
No. This is exactly like the thing I hate about the Bartomeu era. It's the same thing. You're spending money for positions you don't need or players that you don't need right now, and you keep doing that. And this guy's like twerking for him. It's to the point where he's literally saying, "Nah, I don't want youngsters. I don't want young players. I want Bernardo. I have my eyes on Bernardo." And you have Pep telling him to like, he's essentially telling him he's not leaving, because he's out here doing interviews saying like, "Oh, we would love to keep him. I want to keep him in my squad." And to be honest, they already made a lot of sells, so it doesn't make sense for them to sell Bernardo Silva another piece to Man City. If you're gonna get him, you're gonna have to put upwards to 80 mil, and this guy's 29 years old. So for me, it doesn't make sense.
Pep also said that he couldn't ever replace Aguero. So
do you know one day Pep has to answer for that video? Like, I saw video games. Like, Pep. Like, Pep, you've got to answer for that video. Like, what? I mean, that is a disgusting piece of acting. Like, how dare you do that? How dare you do that? And then after a few years, you basically win a treble. I mean, what? Basically, that guy has serious issues, bro. The guy has serious issues.
It's just,
Yes.
No, what's fascinating about Siemens Club? Like, what the hell is wrong with them? Apparently, they cannot register 15 players or something crazy like that.
Nobody has registered their players yet.
Bro, they haven't registered Ilkay Gundogan or Romo yet, and they are here playing. You know what's funny? Dembele left, and apparently Dembele takes 25 million, him and his agent, and they're begging him, "Oh, can we get some more of that money so we can register our players?" Like, this club actually has to be in the Brick Academy for what they go through every summer.
No. Tebas tax is real.
No, but it's every summer though.
Tebas and Bartomeu tax.
But how are they even contemplating getting Cancelo, Bernardo Silva, if they can't even register the players they have now? Like, at what point do you get to a point like, you know what, guys, our finances is not good. We don't have the money. We cannot keep doing this nonsense. Let's just be good with what we have, and when we fix our finances, then we could buy more players. Like, I don't get it. Zeman, what is your club trying to do? It makes no sense.
Bro, it's Xavi that's pushing for him. And by the way, the registration thing, nobody has registered their
Have
players
you paid for
yet.
Ferran Torres? Have you paid for Ferran Torres in full?
Yeah. If we didn't, there would be a lawsuit.
No, Zeman.
There would literally be a lawsuit.
Isn't a right answer. Is it?
Okay, okay. What do you want me to say, HH?
Have you paid for Ferran Torres in full?
What do you mean? No, you don't pay it in full. You pay it at the length of the contract. That doesn't make sense. Every club moves like
wait,
that.
Wait,
are you trying to act like you're new to football?
Wait, Zeman didn't
Nigerian,
Madrid registered Bellingham and like Gula, didn't they? I saw like that Madrid registered their players.
Real Madrid registered 5 players. 5 players.
Yeah, 5 players. Yeah.
But
my thing, more than that, it's just I'm not that worried about the registration. I think we're gonna get it done. But my thing is more so, if you have the money, why would you spend it that way? Let's say hypothetically, you already knew everything was gonna go down, and you're spending that much money on a 29-year-old that you don't need in your team. It just doesn't make sense to me. This is chaotic.
So why is your manager pushing for it then?
He's pushing for him. He's working for him, bro. Like,
is Xavi stupid? Does he not understand the finances? Does he not understand how money works?
He's a manager.
No, because for him, for him, it's more so. I get it from his standpoint, because this is my job, and I want the absolute best in terms of, for me, in order to do the best. I'm not here to build a team. If my job's on the line next season, I would rather want it with the players that I trust. So I get it from his standpoint, but again, I just don't understand this whole like pushing for it. Even I'm hearing everyone's pushing for it, but it's not only him. But to me, it generally doesn't make sense overall. It just doesn't make sense as a signing.
What's it called? Does everyone have any thoughts on this before we get to the geriatric? AK.
In terms of like I don't know about the money. I'm talking about fit. In terms of like Xavi's crush and inshallah ball, Bernardo for me, he's much more of like your close control retention winger rather than a guy who just beats his men and crosses in. So is Xavi gonna change like the way he plays next season, or is Bernardo gonna have to like beat his man and cross over and over again? It seems like a pretty weird fit.
I mean, I feel that maybe Xavi just had to do what he had to do with the tools at his disposal. But if you're not giving me Bernardo Silva, who plays a lot more like how he played when he was playing, it's aha, this is a player who I understand because I remember playing with guys like this in Spain and Barcelona. So I just used Rafinha and Usman Dembele because these are the strengths that I know what they had to do. But I think Xavi, knowing the kind of player that he was and the players that he played around, I don't think he's going to make Bernardo Silva be a cross and inshallah kind of a dude. So it's going to be like, aha, I know what you can bring. And I think everybody knows what Bernardo Silva's game is. I don't think Xavi's going to change his freaking game. Yeah, he's a technique guy. You can't turn a guy with that high level of technique into a cross matches bubble. It's crazy.
Does he start in like the right center mid position for Barcelona?
No, I think he might start ahead of obviously Rafinha and them guys off the right, and then be a midfielder.
Okay.
So obviously I think that's where he would find his position, but he'll probably ask him to do something like more than that, which is like drop deep and then contribute. But he could beat his man. At least Rafinha can't beat his man. So
so last on this, so Barry, your thoughts. Do you think you'll get Bernardo Silva? Is Bernardo Silva a guy that you need?
If we went for him early in the transfer window, I think we would have had a better chance because when you look at the players that Man City lost over the summer, it's gonna be rough to convince the board and Pep to get him. But if we somehow get him, I have a lot of questions when it comes to this acquisition because is Xavi gonna tweak a little bit of the system that he's rolled with last season? Because it's gonna be different this season, most likely.
Oh, Barry, I think we're losing you, bro. We're losing you, Barry. We're losing you, bro.
The timing is a bit different. Is my connection working?
Yeah. You're back now, but we lost you for a bit.
Okay, well, give me a sec.
Barry? Okay, look, let's just take a quick dub ban. So I think this is aimed at Waske. So Waske, this is for you. I prefer Seven Hag has no excuse. He has got all his players. #title.
Facts.
So you agree as a Man United fan?
I see. He dropped 300 million on 7. He's 7 for 7 for all his players. 7 for 7, 300 million dropped, and Jason has pointed out a quarter of that was on a guy who spins around. So what do we do? So if you don't challenge for the title after getting top 4 and a trophy last season, then what do you do?
You're supporting
You
manager.
spent 130 mil.
Manager.
I am supporting. I'm supporting.
You spent 130 mil.
Here's the thing. You know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this video. I'm not going to address this. All I'm saying, Zeman, next Sunday things pop off. That's what I'm going to say.
Wait,
what's next Sunday?
Hold on, David.
What's
Why is your club raiding newborn nurseries in Brazil? David, I don't know. My answer is I don't know. No, but David, here's my answer though. I expect a trophy next season, so it doesn't matter what we read and so forth. My minimum trophy next season. If not, pack your bags. Pack your bags.
Wait, hold on. You said minimum trophy, but you really have just 3 to fight for, right?
All I'm saying is
no. Waske, you see, I'm not a United fan, so I know your standards are low. If all you give me is a Karaboke, that's not good enough.
But hold on. You just said give me a trophy.
You said give me a trophy.
You just said give me a trophy.
I don't count Karaboke as a trophy.
So you got 2
FA Cup or bust. That's for you. FA Cup or bust.
Yes. I have something to confess though.
So you admit you can't win the league.
Okay, why you FC? What do you want to confess?
I might get in trouble for this. I am in.
Hold on. Let me just hold up. Let me just load up.
All I'm saying is,
yes, you don't incriminate yourself.
Bro, is my connection good?
Listen,
Please be careful.
Yes, what do you
Be
say?
careful.
all I'm saying is, because I care about you, and I'm not supposed to tell you, but I am an informant for the FBI. There is an investigation.
Drop the brick. Drop the brick. Drop the brick.
Drop the brick.
Elias, how you gonna say I'm not supposed to tell you then tell everyone on live stream? Bro?
Yeah,
listen. I have a wire. I have a wire here. They can't hear me, but they do use your video.
Yes, you have a wire and they can't hear you.
Wait,
bro, you're on a live stream.
You're on a live
stream. Bro, it's a live stream, bro. It's a live stream.
Out of everybody,
yes, maybe you didn't watch Donnie Brasco, but when you don't want them to listen to you, you take off the wire.
Bro, it doesn't matter. You're on a live stream. Everyone can hear you.
Also, why would you tell us out of live stream?
Wait, so if you're FBI,
Chelsea,
you're on YouTube.
Wait,
this is the 96 or 95. Okay, yes, first of all, that joke failed.
No, it's not even a joke.
Yeah, that joke completely failed.
Wait, is
a hat trick, one touch of the ball? That's crazy.
It's a 4-piece, bro. It's a 4-piece.
Yes, wait. What's the name of that guy? Is it Hugo Sanchez?
Yeah, Hugo
Sanchez. Hugo Sanchez, bro.
Wait, is this your safe house?
All I know, you dropping a brick for me is not. It's like it's biased. I have to see who can I speak to. Can I speak to HR? Is that an HR?
I thought you got a wire on. I thought you got a wire.
I have a complaint.
Wait, bro, you said you were for the
you just said you
FBI.
had a wire, so obviously someone's talking to you.
Okay, look, let's honor, in the words of Z-Man, our fellow pissbag man. So
what?
Look, Z-Man, blame Z-Man.
Bro. No.
He came up with the trend.
Wait, do you have a piss bag?
Z-Man, no, Z-Man. You started that trend. Z-Man, you invented that, bro.
You started.
Z-Man, you were the first guy who says, "Oh, he needs his piss bag." So,
wait,
Z-Man,
do you have a piss bag?
Health reasons, man.
Z-Man, hey, look, it's at last.
Ew.
Is he really retiring, or is he retiring from first division action? That's it.
No. I think no. Unless I'm wrong, he's retired. He's retired. So shout out to Buffon, man. Finally, man, bro. Because look, it's been okay. You see, it's one of those weird things. See, I'm not one of those cheesy guys of like, oh, what a great amazing career, what a legend. He did a Wenger. First half, woo, wow. Parma, Juve, World Cup with Italy, at a point the best keeper in the world. And then we saw what happened in the Nightmare in Paris. Shout out to Luke Skywalker. Then he tried to
you're shameless, bro.
Then he tried to rip off the referee's head in that Real Madrid Juve game. And he then wants to now trying to get Parma promoted, who I think got demoted for illegal stuff again as well. So
what?
Wait, another one,
bro. When they involved the whole Parmalat kind of bribery crop. Look, it is like that's just
I'm not gonna lie, I just
yo, bro. Italian football is
look, good fellas, man. Good fellas. You know, for as long as I remember, I just want to be a gangster. So,
oh my god.
My thing here is that look, yes, yeah. When I no, let me come to AK with this. So, AK, when you mention Buffon, what comes to your mind? Does the first come to mind the legendary keeper, or the guy that used to carry on his piss bag as we tried to force him to retire from football?
I mean, he's a legendary keeper. I don't think he's the best of all time. I think Neuer is the best of all time.
Wait, hold on. AK, Neuer over Kepa?
Kepa should be the worst of all time. What are you talking about?
Bro, that was terrible.
Neuer over Kepa is a bold take.
Okay, what about Yashin?
Yashin, I haven't seen Yashin. He was in HH's time, not mine. So
wow.
It wasn't in my time.
You forgot 50k men.
Whoa, what the hell?
Whoa.
Yo.
Elisha, shout out to you, bro.
What about 50k Mendy?
AK, talk to me.
Yeah, I do think It was the legendary keeper that I always think of, because he made tons of incredible saves. He was he was always quite acrobatic. That's what I think of when I think of Buffon, the acrobatic ability to reach
He made him
balls.
some mad saves.
To reach balls that would go in the corner and he would somehow reach it. So yes, there were times where this guy looked visibly finished. Visibly, I mean his facial expression showed that he was finished. But ultimately, he won a World Cup. He's a legend in Italy. He didn't win a UCL. I think that goes against him. But ultimately, he's one of the best keepers of all time. So I don't think we have to talk about what happened at the end of his career.
So the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, the good outweighs the bad.
So getting punked by Lukaku shouldn't be spoken about. So basically, so Wikipedia won't mention that you allowed Lukaku to punk you.
Lukaku currently has more goals than Manchester United starting striker Rasmus. So there's a lot of things worse than getting punked.
You didn't have to say that.
You didn't have to say anything.
Man. Yes, Buffon, talk to me, man. How would you summarize his great career?
Buffon is a tough one because.
Why? What happened?
Yes, it always does that.
Yes, can't you just? Why do you have to let us aside? I swear to you, bro, we are not in front of the UN audience and everything. And also, this is no presidential debate. Yes, just answer. How are you doing today? Today is a great day. Yeah. Well. Hey, HH, man, I'm like, God, that's how you're doing.
No, but HH, Buffon's career it's a conundrum because his career was so amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, he had an amazing career, but we also had to talk about his overall career. There has been some moments there has. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He has an amazing career and proceeded to say we have to talk about his overall career.
No. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie to you. For a guy, no. But what I mean by that is okay, the guy's a legend, 100%. Buffon is a legend. He's gonna go in the rafters. HH knows that. You're gonna put him in the rafters. Yep.
But, and yes, about to say eBay, stop playing, man. Those prices are crazy. Stop playing. I need that Parma jersey. Those prices are crazy.
But the issue.
I thought you meant tickets for the rafters.
But the issue is, I think Buffon, when him trying to play the game as long as he possibly can, did damage a bit, the way people perceive him. Because the sad thing about football nowadays is, it's not really how people really remember the end.
Yes.
How you end.
Recency bias.
Yeah, how you end is very, very, very important. You have to be very strategic about it. Sometimes you have to leave the game when you don't want to leave it. And I feel like with Buffon, he didn't do that. So there was a lot of moments in his career where he just looked bad. The one I can remember on top of my head is the PSG game. When he was playing for PSG. The guy was horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you, he cost PSG that tie. That nightmare in Paris was 100% has everything to do with Buffon.
He made one of the key mistakes in that.
So the thing is, with Buffon, it's one thing is I can overlook if his career ended after Juve, he went to Parma for a year or two, and his career ended that way. Then then you look at his career, this is an amazing career. Even though he didn't win the Champions League, the guy won the World Cup, a legend. But it's he had the years he had that was terrible was not 1 or 2 years. I think he played 5 or 6 years where it was just horrendous. He just kept complaining. And I think one of the things he did was he came back to Juve. I don't understand why. He came back to Juve just to sit on the bench. And you're bro, really? And it's I'm getting recency bias. That's just a sad truth about Buffon. So for me personally, I try to look at the good, and and overlook the bad. But when I'm
no, that's not. When you look at a career, you look at a career. You can't be like, oh, let's just ignore the bad. Now, if the good outweighs the bad, then hey. But if you feel the bad outweighs the good, you don't ignore everything when you are looking at someone's entire career. But unfortunately for someone like Tatum Werner, there's more bad than good. So he's.
But I think with Buffon, and he's probably just about got the benefit of the doubt in terms of I think his good outweighs his bad. So in that sense, it is what it is. But guy, you should have retired a long time ago. A long time ago, man. It's about time. Like it got to a point where it became ridiculous. It really did.
No, that's see. I still feel the good outweighs the bad. I still feel it does. Even for me, recency bias doesn't work with me. When you finish your career, I say, okay, look, let's see what example. See, people attacked me when Aguero retired because I said that, one of the greatest Premier League strikers, a European bomb and flop, and a bomb for Argentina. And guys attacked me. But I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm reviewing his career. So Aguero's career is based on someone of your skill level and of how good you were. You flopped for Argentina and you flopped in the UCL. For Buffon, the only thing that he didn't win was the Champions League. And let's be real, 2017, was it 2017? Yes, 2017. I think, shout out to Kolo, who put it in the streets. Like, the guy kept Emerson quiet for 180 minutes. That's not an easy task to keep a clean sheet against MSN for 180 minutes. But then Real Madrid happened. But did I put that on Buffon or put that on what the hell happened in that halftime and everything? So, but when you look at everything, even if the end of his career was a bit like, bro, man, you are taking the shine off of your great career, I still feel that, you see, it's a difficult one because Buffon was really bad. He had some really bad moments. Because put it this way, even with what has happened with Germany and everything, I don't think Neuer is going to have any kind of down. There were moments when we clowned Buffon, where we used to clown him. Have we ever, or will we ever clown Neuer? We never will. Neuer has had some bad times and some bad games, but we've never reached a point where we clowned Neuer. We were clowning Buffon. And I think that when we're looking at a career, we can't ignore if at the point we were clowning you. We can't ignore that. So, but overall though, as bad as the moments were, at a point you were the best keeper in the world, and you are easily top 10 keepers of all time. Now, top 5, let's make an argument. But you know what?
He is top 5.
Top 5.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, he is top 5.
He is top because I can't name 5 better than Buffon. I can't. So he's top 5. You see, now you can make an argument for top 3. You can try to make the argument of top 3, but he's top 5. Like that's a standard. Top 5. Because your 3 is Neuer. Do you put Casillas? Do you put Yashin? What about Schmeichel?
What about Neuer?
I still forgot Neuer. So yeah. No. I think I already said Neuer. So
oh my god.
It's instructive.
You just said Neuer.
See, man, that was magical, man. That's 2 front runners for the brick.
No, because you see, my thing though is that I think Buffon is. Yeah, Buffon top 3 all time.
Yes.
That's the question I was going to ask you. Is he better than Casillas?
Yes.
Wait, what?
No. Yes. In what sense?
Yes.
Is he greater than Casillas?
No.
Skill wise or like
greatness. I'm talking about greatness.
No.
Where does Oliver Kahn rank in this?
Exactly. Where is Oliver Kahn?
Where does Oliver Kahn rank in this?
So 2 things. Greatness and better. Buffon is a better keeper than Casillas. Casillas is a greater keeper than Thingy. Because greatness.
Buffon is greater though.
What
do you guys think Buffon is greater in terms of? Yeah, you could say towards the end his career was kind of.
Where's the Champions League?
In terms of performances as a goalkeeper, for over like
least
No,
one
decades.
Zeman,
At least- at
I'm
least
sorry.
one
As
UCL.
Zeman, as good as Buffon was, Casillas looked one of the greatest
No,
players
no,
of
I
all
get
time
that.
in
It's
the
a
eye
debate.
in a
It's a
World Cup
debate.
final
Yeah.
and saved a 1v1 twice in a World Cup final, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
but yeah,
Listen,
he
it doesn't
didn't
get
have
more
V1.
clutch than that.
Yeah, we talk
So,
about that.
and let's be real. Like, yes, Spain gets a lot of possession. Like this is actually a good like Saturday debate, but Casillas made some very crucial saves in that Spain run. Casillas made some very
he
crucial
did.
saves
Yeah,
in
he
that Spain
did.
run.
Bro,
But I
and
think Buffon for me is the better keeper. For me, he's the better
you
keeper.
need at least one UCL. At least one.
Yeah, where's his UCL?
That's Juventus tax.
You see, no, but you see, but Jesus, whatever tax it is, when we're looking at the greatness, he can't be greater than Casillas when
it's
Casillas
good.
became
No, but,
whatever
the
he
whole, but at 39
Wait.
years old, he came top 4 in Ballon d'Or. Don't forget that. At 39 years old, he was top 4.
HH, where does Oliver Kahn rank amongst this?
Top 10.
Oliver Kahn's
I
top
got
five, bro.
a question for you.
Well,
guys.
he's not top 3. So
This might trigger some of the
Kind is top
foreheads.
5. Kind is top 5.
Yeah, HH,
Because
are we-
what's it? I forgot that Khan made 2 saves in that UCL final in 0-1 against Valencia. He made 2 saves. And also, if Germany had won the World Cup in 0-2, he would have been player of the tournament.
HH,
I mean,
So
you can't use-
it was between him and Ronaldo.
Are we-
So he has a UCL dub, and he was one of the until the final. He was one of the best players at that World Cup as a keeper. Can say a little something, but I think
how
Khan is
high,
top 5.
how high do you guys rate the train conductor hat merchant, Yashin?
Relax.
How high do you guys
Look, he was called a
rate him?
spider, bro. He was
He's called a spider.
Wait,
Spider.
so is Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's
Yeah,
a spider
Wan-Bissaka's
too,
called
bro.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, like, does that make Wan-Bissaka all of a sudden like one of the great? Like,
I think he's called
I
the
don't-
Black Widow.
Wait,
Oh, Black
is there a
Spider,
war?
Black Spider.
Wait, HH, is there?
Why is
Wait,
that?
Wan-Bissaka's
Because of
called
his
the Black
violent
Widow.
Wait,
aggression.
do
Is that why?
you want to have the quickest ending of this one?
HH,
No, but
So,
Yashin was
so,
called
so,
the
what's,
Black
so,
Widow.
so, so, Buffon, where are we? So, because I think that's actually a good thing to know. His career is over. Where does he rank? Where does Buffon stand amongst
well,
the keepers?
he's top 3 for sure. You can argue.
No, I hate that. No. See, that's cowardly. Buffon is, as of right now, I'm putting Buffon.
Top 5.
No. I don't like that top 5. I'm putting Buffon skill wise. I'm putting Buffon 2.
Oh, so are we just doing just talent?
Talents.
Oh, okay.
No. Give me a 2-piece. Talent and greatness. So talent, Buffon is 2. Greatness, Buffon is 3.
I'd say talent Buffon 1.
Buffy?
He's not more talented than Neuer. I don't care what
Over
anyone says.
Neuer.
No,
Bro,
That's
some of the stops that Buffon was making, I'm sorry. Like,
Weisskade, some of Neuer's saves, bro.
yeah, it's good.
Like remember that save against Arsenal?
It's
point
not
blank.
I don't think it's like.
No, but true though. Buffon made some saves. Buffon has made some saves.
I don't think it's like a crazy difference between those two in terms of like talent wise. Like, I don't think Neuer's like.
Okay, but what's good? I'll ask this though. Does ability with the ball and being a sweeper keeper, does that count as a talent skill?
Yeah,
for
of
a
course.
keeper?
Yeah, I mean, you have to take into account how the role of the keeper has evolved as well. Like Neuer being a sweeper keeper, that was something new. Like you didn't see keepers coming out wildly as Neuer did, and you can say Neuer was almost one of a kind in the way he did play. But Buffon made some insane saves. People go on about De Gea being a great shot stopper. Buffon was a great shot stopper. Like that guy. Some of the saves this guy was making was insane.
Yeah, no, it was stupid. No. Okay, you see, for me, for a keeper, I'm taking everything into account. If you're looking at pure shot stopping and reflexes, Buffon is the best I've ever seen. But just purely for reflexes and shot saving. But that's only one aspect of being a keeper.
Buffon is one. Like purely if you're just talking shot stopping, purely just shots.
If it's just shot stopping,
is it better than De Gea?
Relax.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Is this the FBI again?
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Yeah.
But so just pure shot stopping. I'd say he is one.
So greatness. Where do you put him?
I'd say not. Bro, that UCL is a big thing, man. I can't lie. Like, see, great. If you're doing just greatness, I can't just you as talented you.
Well, here's the thing though. Does a World Cup make up for no UCL?
No.
Yeah, you can have 9 for that.
We're not doing that because I know where you're going to go.
Because let's just be real, bro. That save on Zidane's header in the final was huge.
Yeah, but Zidane still did
so he played a major role in that World Cup Dubinsky, and it is a World Cup.
But Zidane still scored a Panenka, so.
I don't know, but it's like a penalty.
Yeah, but did it cross the line?
Majority.
I mean, bro, but that's
there's no VAR, so
that's different, bro. Did that Panenka before?
Wait, guys, can we just pause? Like, do you know what it means to take a Panenka in a World Cup final?
Yeah, and also like the headbutt someone in the
Zidane
final
was
as
mad,
well.
man. Especially like all your Messi and all these guys are also babies, man. All you guys are also babies.
Yeah, has anyone ever headbutted someone in the final either?
Yeah, all you guys are babies. Like, oh yeah, Messi, Ronaldo. That's my guy. That's my generation. Like, you can just have your little babies, man. Elijah, like Ricardo, shut up. Elijah, what's so talent wise and greatness wise, Buffon, where were you putting him?
First of all, it's good to be back. Oof, I needed a break. I needed a break from all of you bricks, man. You bricks are killing me.
No, actually, no. I'm
wow.
Right there.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Elijah, I think Elijah, you're like Yassi as well.
No.
Elijah, every time I ask you a question, like you're like, yo, so yeah, well,
don't do me like that.
Wait, are you FBI too?
Because Elijah, all I asked for was I just need.
Well, I have to introduce I can't be rude. I have to.
Wait, you
no,
FBI agent too?
Okay, let's say something. I want you to be. That's what it was. I actually do want you to be rude.
Okay. Damn. All right. Talent wise, I'll put Buffon top 2.
No. I need to give it. I hate that whole top. A definitive number.
Okay, I'll give him number 2.
Number 1.
And number 1 is
number 1. For me, number 1, I still value Casillas over Buffon. That's me. And then
so you say that Casillas is the most talented keeper of all time.
Am I gonna get crucified here?
Casillas is more talented than Neuer.
You deserve a Mike Tyson uppercut for that.
Oh shit! Oh, we talking about that. Oh no.
Yeah, it's no way. Talent wise,
you could drop the brick on me for that one. No, that's my fault. No, I'll take Neuer 1.
Nah, Elijah, you gotta get hit with a 2-piece, bro. You came in and called us bricks and then done that, bro. You gotta get you gotta hit with 2-piece.
That's the brick I'm okay with. That's my fault. All right, so 1.
It's the prodigy.
So, talent wise, 1 Neuer, 2 Buffon, 3 Casillas, 4 Courtois. And then 5, you have Lashin. And then in terms of greatness, apologies, I'll have Casillas 1, Neuer 2, Buffon 3.
All right, so Ricardo, Buffon, where is he ranked talent-wise and greatness-wise? And then their number. None of this top 3, top 4 crap.
Talent-wise, you can't put a top because goalkeepers are such a weird position.
It is.
So, like, for example, for greatness, I mean, what the fuck is a goalkeeper supposed to do? Is their defense is shit and they keep conceding left, right, and center. Like, there's only so much a goalkeeper could do. So, don't get me wrong. The fact that he hasn't won a Champions League says something, but ultimately, I mean, how much am I gonna hold that against him? Like, he's a goalkeeper. He has no influence on the outside out of his box, if we're being honest. Instead of like, look, I think there's a lot of revisionism when it comes to Buffon, especially the last 10 years, where it really weren't his best years, other than maybe, well, I'll say last 5 or so years. But he aged very well, excluding the last 5 years. But everything before that, what if he retired after he lost the Champions League final to Real Madrid? I don't think it makes
then
much
yeah,
of a-
then it looks his career looks it's looked at a lot more fondly.
Yeah, so I think when you're talking about the best of all time, dude, I don't know. Like, I'm not really gonna count Lev Yashin just because he played it like pre-World War One.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
no,
I don't
don't
know
do that.
about that
Don't do
one.
that. Don't do
And
that.
then
I'm gonna keep it real,
no,
bro.
stop
That's
it.
hard.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask, bro.
It's
Is
a
there
hard
No, no,
pass.
no, no, don't do that.
hold on. And then
is there a 720p tax? Is there
look,
a tax?
No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that.
Apparently,
No,
it's
we're
just for the
gonna-
line
we're
at that
gonna-
time.
Don't
Wait,
do
did
that.
they even have the wheel back then?
But you guys gotta understand. You gotta understand. Keepers in the '60s were very stagnant. Yet Lev Yashin was basically
Wait,
the
Oh
first
my god!
Wait,
So you
modern.
read this guy's movie?
wait.
You
okay,
read this guy's
Elijah, Elijah, did the strikers were they on a strict diet, the strikers and so forth and everything?
No,
Do you guys not use YouTube or something?
Wait, weren't you still fighting for civil rights?
I want to be respectful. I want to be respectful of Lev
Fighting for
Yashin.
civil rights is
All I'm
crazy.
saying though is that for Lev Yashin, who were you going to put? Look, Ricardo, about you back to Ricardo.
Okay,
Oh, I
remember,
know what you're trying to
remember
go.
back then in Lev Yashin times they only played like 2 center backs and like 7 forwards. So I don't I don't really know. I'm not saying it doesn't count.
Did the cap give him powers? Did the
I'm not
Ricardo, you know how crazy it is the fact that HH witnessed that?
You know, it's
Damn,
pretty
that's
wild,
crazy,
pretty
bro.
wild.
Do you know how
Yeah, that's
crazy
actually
how freaking boring that dumbass joke is, Ricardo?
HH, what
Wait,
you do
did
for
you see
mass
it in black and
reactions
white?
back in the
Wait, can I
day?
finish?
Ricardo, can you
So I'm not saying that. he
Hey,
isn't great.
did you ask for the cap?
Jesus
Ricardo, I'm going to just meet guys. I'm meeting guys. Go for it.
Yo, these guys are horny. Anyways, Lev Yashin, like,
horny?
I'm
What
not
are
gonna,
you-
bro.
What? Yo, what?
Ricardo,
Yo.
I'm trying. Anyways, no, I'm not saying Yashin isn't
Actually,
great.
wait, Ricardo, give me okay. Have you actually given the position of
No,
Buffon?
because I can only judge him based on who I've seen. I've never seen Schmeichel. I've never seen.
We never saw Schmeichel.
Not that because I wasn't really a Prem merchant back in the day. I did see Oliver Kahn. Oliver Kahn's one of the first ones I remember. And he was amazing.
Yeah, Khan was crazy. I
I do remember Edwin van der Sar because we used to curb stomp him in Champions League finals. Obviously, I saw Casillas. To me, Neuer. To me, Neuer is the best one, like by far. Now he does gain gets a little bit of the benefit because he is in a more like he played in a time where his position was revolutionized, so he looks a lot better. Like he looks more skillful. But ultimately, I guess by the way sports are, like you're just better by natural progression. So Neuer, in my opinion, he's the best one without a doubt. And to me, he's the greatest keeper ever. So he's 1-1 in both categories. As for Buffon, I think he's better than Casillas. Honestly, saying Casillas is greater than Buffon isn't really saying much because, let's be honest, both Ramos and Piqué benefited playing with Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, yeah, they have a great international legacy, but I mean, it's definitely enhanced because they play with the two greatest players of all time. So I think more so Casillas, like if you put Buffon in Casillas' place in that time, I don't think we're seeing much of a different result if I'm being
Ricardo,
honest.
did you just disrespect Ramos?
No, I'm just saying, is it a lie to say that both Piqué and Ramos's club careers are pretty much glorified because they play with two of the greatest players ever? Let's
But
be
then,
honest.
yeah, it was clutched though, right? Ramos was clutched in Champions League.
Yeah, but what was Ronaldo doing in all those group stages and knockout stages?
But again, if it wasn't for Ramos scoring that clutch,
Sure, but they don't get.
Man,
get
I
that.
thought I'd
They
never
don't-
see the day Ricardo's defending Cristiano. That's crazy.
No, it's fine.
I never saw the day.
Yeah, me too, man.
Look, I don't care about. I don't like Cristiano fans. I don't appreciate Ronaldo, but the fans are just
in
insane.
invest as well, much crazy.
That's crazy.
No,
Yo.
but look.
Okay.
What the hell?
And to be honest, I don't think, unpopular opinion, I don't think Piqué and Ramos are great defenders. Anyways, I think they're fucking overrated because they play with both of them. But anyways,
PK, yes, not Ramos.
Well,
Ramos
he has a
scored it.
point. He has a point.
No, bro,
Ramos
Chiellini,
got five
Godin.
more
So I think so Buffon for greatness. Where do you put him? Taking all things, considering all things he's put in.
Honestly, I would have to put him like, bro. Based on what I've seen, I think he just edges it for. Actually, nah, I don't think he edges Khan. I think he's got to be third because he's got runner-up in Ballon d'Or. He was the most expensive keeper at the time. To be fair, he was crucial for the dominance of Juventus. Like we can sit around here and clown that Serie A was this, and that, but you don't just dominate. Like was it like 9 years in a row or like 7 years in a row? and then act like he wasn't an essential and crucial part of that. Like, he was a big part of that. He has those. He was one of the anchors of one of the best defensive teams. So you can't take that away from Buffon. And then obviously the World Cup. I don't care what anybody says. You can be UCL merchants. World Cup is the World Cup.
Yeah, come on, it's a World Cup. Bro.
I do believe.
Wait, hold on. So Zeman, where you ranking your boy Buffon, man?
Like, I don't know about Buffon in terms of would he do it in this era, because he never had the chance to train. You know, like the goalkeepers are being trained in terms of being good on their feet. So I can't really get that against him, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's only his ability to shot stop. I think it's also he commands his box as well, which is, you know, he's a leader. And that's something that you need to have in order to be qualified like a great goalkeeper. The same thing you have to have if you want to be a great center back. You have to be a leader by default. So for me, like, I give him credit in those stints, and I do, but I feel like with Neuer, I feel like Neuer is better overall in terms of just talent. Again, we can't say whether or not, you know, Buffon would benefit from being in a system or being in an environment where he grew up, where being good on the ball was a primary thing, and the secondary thing was just his natural talent. So we can't really, you know, put that against him. But in terms of overall, I would say he's in second. But then again, you know, there's very few goalkeepers that are ahead of him, just purely based on talent and shot stopping. And I don't think there's many goalkeepers that are ahead of him. I think he's ahead of Neuer in that sense as well. But just in terms of overall package, Neuer's just this guy's incredible. He's absolutely amazing.
So for me, Neuer is overall number one for you over Kepa.
Yeah. I mean, why are you mentioning Kepa? Are you? Wait.
Zeman, last I checked, it's a free world. Zeman, last checked, it's a free world. I can mention over the hell I want.
HH is in a parallel universe. He's in a parallel universe.
Okay, so Dallas, I saw your comments in the street. You said that keepers before 1992 should not be mentioned because they are old geriatric bombs who carry piss bags.
I didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that. Somebody said that.
No, you're saying that's their old
back
fogey.
pass rule for goalkeepers is like a delineating line for me. So that's 92. And like Buffon starts his youth career in 91 for Parma. And by the time he turns professional, it's 2 or 3 years since that rule had been instituted. And I think that totally changes the way that goalkeepers function, because they can't just pick up the ball whenever. They have to be good with their feet. That then creates the paradigm for someone like Neuer, who is growing up in an era that the goalkeepers had to be good actual football. They don't have to be good footballers, but it's a plus if you are a good footballer in that sense.
Like the hair.
Say again?
I said like the hair.
I mean,
wait.
Who? But
it's a joke.
Wait, Danny T, are you telling me that keepers before? Wait, hold on.
You could just kick the ball back to the goalkeeper at any time, and they could pick it up if they were under pressure.
Yashin is not on this list. I'm sorry.
Of course he's not. Like people put like,
bro. HH, no, you can't do that.
HH,
you can't do
that. Hold on. Let Dennis land his point.
No, I'm just like people put Yashin and who's the Italian one? Zoff. They put him on the list. Like, come on, like those guys. Like they were, and Gordon Banks, like they were relatively great.
Shulton.
But if we're talking like actual football here, and we're not talking about relativity, and we're talking about who's actually good, I'm not putting anybody pre-92 on my list.
Bro, this changes everything. This changes everything.
Is that ageist? Is that ageist?
A little bit.
That makes a very good point because
fuck old people.
But you guys gotta realize.
I didn't say that, but you know.
That's essentially that's what he said. No, essentially that's what he said.
Bro, HJ, it sounds like you took that personally, man.
So Danny, can I? Wait, wait, Elijah, I'm trying to say, but Weiske, that's a yellow.
Weiske, why would a 19-year-old take that personally? I don't
know.
I'm Zeman, that's a yellow.
Wait, isn't that Nigerian year?
Yo, this guy's an
James
AFCON ref.
That's
This
a
guy's
straight red for you.
That's a
James
dog
West.
year. That's a dog
Yo,
year.
yes, man, that's crazy, bro.
That's a straight red because James West, you had that coming. You had that coming for ages, man. Wow.
Well, this guy's an
Yeah,
AFCON ref.
look, I'm looking at his Wikipedia. His nickname is the Black Spider or the Black Panther. That's interesting.
Which one?
Yashin.
Is he from Wakanda?
Yeah, because he wore all black. He always wore all black.
No, it's interesting because he also
someone
said
the
that he played for the USSR.
Yeah, you know.
Bro, okay,
Do you know how
yo.
old that is?
No. Here's my thing.
Yeah, flashy. I want
Wait, hold on. Let's go to Elijah.
Wait.
So here's my biggest issue, because we're now in what I call the Premier League era, right? So anything post 92 is the Premier League era. My biggest issue with this current era is we're being a bit, as Hamza literally just said in the comments, we're being generationalist in a way, because if we're talking all time, you have to take the whole spectrum of football as a whole. You can't but what we tend to do, what our generation is tending to do a lot, is as if anything pre-92 does not matter or does not exist. Does that make sense? So
because I think.
But I'm telling you, there was a rule change in 1999, not a league change, but a rule in football that.
I know.
Hold on. Here's the thing, though, because I think Danny and Elijah both have a point. You have a point where that rule change is a major thing, because that rule change made it a lot harder for keepers. But at the same time, what is its greatness? What did you do that sets yourself apart for your generation? Whatever the rules were, if during your time and your generation, you were so good with whatever the rules were, you were set apart and you were exceptional for your generation, when we're not saying all time, good at take that into account. Because now we look at Pele. Oh man, look at how slow the guys were. Look at the guys, the defenders were falling over. You can't do that because Pele was still great because for his time, he was exceptional. So Levy Yashin for his time, even if I didn't see him, was exceptional.
No. The difference is he was on the field type of player, Pele. Like he wasn't standing in the goalpost. And my thing is for Yashin, like people barely brought him up. I swear to God, this phenomenon happened in 2018 where people brought Yashin that knew nothing about him.
I'll agree with you.
I'm a kid.
I read about Yashin all the time.
No.
What club team did Yashin play for?
No, go ahead. Tell me.
Some Dynamo Moscow, Dynamo Kiev, or Dynamo something. Who knows?
You man are making it up. I don't know why you defending this.
No, Zeman.
He has a Ballon d'Or.
That's the only reason why he's known, to be honest. He's the only goalkeeper to win Ballon d'Or.
Is this the same Ballon d'Or that when Michael Owen won it, he didn't know what it was?
No,
respect.
Hold on. That whole Ballon d'Or thing as well. Remember, South Americans were not even allowed to be part of the voting.
Okay, so we started
facts.
So again, like, because I think someone said in the streets that he has more Ballon d'Ors than Pele and Maradona. Well, that's because South Americans were not even eligible to be in the Ballon d'Or, so you can't really use it as an argument.
How many black people was even playing in Russia?
What?
I don't think there's any. To be fair, I don't think there's any.
Wait.
How many are playing there now?
We're talking about the 1964 AJ.
Yeah, they were playing in Africa.
Wow.
No, okay,
wow.
My thing.
I'm just saying, like,
oh my God.
Yeah, I got straight red, man.
It's a good thing. I you know
Yo,
what? Because I didn't see it was Ricardo. That's right.
What
did No, let's just get the hell out of here, bro.
I'm just saying, HA, they were allowed to play in Russia. Let's be real.
No, but HA, you got to be honest though. You got to look at it though. He's not wrong. Europeans started stealing talent since the 60s.
Yes.
And now Europeans are being angry at Saudi Arabia for doing what they were doing.
Hypocrisy.
I'm pretty sure the British Empire started that.
I'm just saying, HA, you won't see Sadio Mane. He didn't play against no Sadio Mane. Samuel Eto'o. Let's be honest, HA. He didn't play against them guys.
Well, he played against.
Hold on. Wait. Who didn't play against Samuel Eto'o?
The Yashin guy.
Oh my days!
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me get some Dubinsky. So shout out to Whimsical Thought. Thank you for the Dubinsky, Whimsical Thought. Buffon's popularity is transcendence. Yeah, not just in Turin or Italy, but globally. There's endearing honesty, when combined with his sheer talent and enigmatic eccentricity, makes for a beloved footballer. Look, see, I believe that. But
Where's the UCL?
you see, my thing, because remember, Buffon came before social media. Remember, Buffon is 90s and 2000s. Neuer came in with the emergence of social media. So I remember, bro, like, let's be real. Because Buffon was of the time of Kahn, Pagluka, Peruzzi, Van der Sar, Schmeichel, and Kahn, and so forth. And because let's keep it a stack. Guys, let's keep it a stack. Buffon.
Oh my god, his internet stopped him. This guy.
Drop the brick. Drop the brick.
Wait, is he back?
Oh my
Tinubu got him, bro. Tinubu
Wait, is
got
he?
him.
You know, they knew he was gonna say something crazy.
Oh, he looks like he's a Nigerian politician.
Yeah,
Man.
let's-
They knew he was gonna say something crazy. They said, you know what? Accept that.
Yo,
Ah,
man.
damn.
Yo, why does he
Wait.
why does he look like he's kissing
He's
the
probably
screen,
just
bro? That's
talking in
crazy.
his apartment. He doesn't even know he's frozen. That's the sad part.
He's
He's going on
still
a whole
talking. He's still talking.
Yo.
So wait, Z-Man, thoughts on the race, bro? You got to say on the race, man. What happened there?
I mean, racism is bad. I mean,
No,
what
Z-Man, the
yeah,
race,
yeah.
the race, you know what? Address your people, Z-Man.
Why
Address
skate?
your
Why skate? Why skate?
Z-Man. Address your people. Yes, I'll get you, Z-Man. Address your people.
No, yes, go ahead, man.
No,
Go ahead.
but why?
No, you can't.
Why skate? Hold on, Z-Man. Why skate? You need to understand what continent is Somalia located in.
Wow.
Let's be honest.
Wow.
Why are we acting like corruption in African countries don't happen?
Wait, why are we going to take it?
No, it's not only corruption, it's nepotism, bro. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, bro, she's related to someone that's in politics.
Bro. You know what's funny?
Did we
Like,
talk about the runner already?
No.
Oh, I need to talk about.
Okay.
No, they're better.
That's why I'm here.
Yes, here. There was
But
no.
apparently,
Danny T,
bro,
we need a Mali perspective, bro. That's
There
what-
was-
apparently
there's no reason-
This woman, I guess, apparently this woman was related to someone that was.
No.
that's in power. That's
She was. Well, we'll talk about it later. But she was the niece of the chairwoman of the Somali Athletic Federation.
Yeah, that's pure nepotism.
Yes,
bro.
Yeah,
she
that's
literally
nepotism at its
skipped at the
finest,
end
bro.
of the.
Nepotism,
Bro, she didn't. There's nothing
How
athletic
did you
about
get
her, bro.
the Abby?
Did
so
you see
quick,
her
bro?
skip at the
Damn.
end of the race?
Yeah.
No, yo, leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Yo.
No,
Yo, let the sister.
people
Let
are
the
clowning
sister.
her so much.
Z-Man, you have to
Bro,
say
you know
something, bro.
what's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
We had an
Hashtag
issue
me
like that in
too.
the Congo.
She
too. We had
didn't
a-
even know it was a 100-meter race. She thought it was a 10-meter race.
You know what's crazy
I'm
though?
not gonna
Do you-
cap,
do you-
bro.
do you-
She looked like she was sweating before the race even began, bro. I was
No,
like,
do you
She
guys know
was-
what's
she was
crazy,
warming
though?
up.
Did you
She's
see what
warming
she was wearing? To be fair,
She was warming up.
Guys,
no,
apparently
this
this
is
was
shambolic, man.
you know what's crazy, guys? Because for me, it's like I ran cross country and track in college, you know. So it's like everything's so competitive. So just to qualify and stuff like that, you have to get like you don't be, even to like join specific races, you have to qualify for it. And I'm like, bro, that's imagine all these people that were actually racing, they qualified for it, and she just showed up.
Wait,
and-
Yasser, have you got host controls?
What?
Have you
Wait,
got
are you the
host
host?
Just because
controls?
he's in the top left doesn't mean he has controls.
No, but
It's
does
just-
it not get does it,
yeah.
Have
no,
you
but
got
does it-
host controls?
Does it not get passed down?
No. Or
No,
maybe
you're
it
part of the
does, doesn't
FBI,
it?
man.
No, go ahead, do something. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I can't get Ricardo in. Bro.
You work for the FBI, man.
If it was me, I'd get Ricardo in. Because low-key,
he's
Ricardo
phasing back
told me
in,
the
man.
secret. Ricardo has the secret.
Thanos clicked his fingers again.
Oh
Look.
my god, this
Ricardo
is
has
some
a secret.
Nigerian
He told
Wi-Fi,
me.
man.
He told me his
Bro,
mom.
is it
Why
my
is it
internet
loading
or is
so
it still
long?
loading?
Bro, this guy was.
Okay, look, brick that, man.
Damn, that's
brick
crazy.
that.
Go ahead and drop 5 bricks for yourself.
Wait, Ricardo, I sent you off. Why are you here? I sent you off, bro.
No, I'm back. This is a new stream. You came out.
Yeah,
No,
no,
Ricardo.
That's crazy.
It's
This is a new stream. This is a new
Okay,
stream.
so
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm convinced that Ricardo's black.
What?
I don't know. I just feel like
I don't
feel like he's a
disagree.
brother.
Wait a
I feel like he's a brother.
Wait.
how was that? Okay,
I do.
Wait.
is he a brother? What?
Wait, have you got Vertiliga?
Yeah.
I'm saying HH. Like,
Somebody needs to keep count.
So,
you're
wait. So
somebody.
As I was saying before, Bricknet got me. Look, my thing is that, guys, let's keep it a stack. I think that the fact that Buffon stood out amongst the likes of Pagluka, Peruzzi, Schmeichel, Van der Sar, Khan, I think is impressive. And let's be real, he was the most popular and the most beloved keeper during that time. And also as well, similar to Casillas, when he was young, like even when he was at Parma, he was already like, oh wow, this is a keeper to watch out for. I remember like he made the move to Juve when he was young. So yeah, man, shout out to what Buffon was about.
You know what's actually pretty incredible, that he started his playing career at Parma in '95, right? Coincidentally, that was the year I was born. So this guy, this guy has been relevant as a top keeper since what year did they lose the Champions League finals? At 2017?
Yeah, figure of 15 and 17.
Okay, 17. So that's 22 years. 22
Yeah.
years. So
Bro.
that's a whole decade before Neuer actually came out of Schalke and started playing first team.
Do you know what? That's almost part of the problem, though, is that Buffon played for so long that he's almost aged himself out of contemporary analysis.
Exactly.
That like people our age or like younger than me, because I'm going to be 33 at the end of the month, but like people who are like in their teens and 20s, like they never got to watch that peak Buffon. Like their first World Cup is 2010, 2014.
And I
they
think
never
that's
got
the
to see
issue.
Buffon at his peak.
Yeah.
And he's not getting the send off that he would have gotten if he retired in 2012 or maybe let's say 2015.
Because growing up, like Buffon was the guy. Like
he was it.
It's like when you think of a keeper,
he was on the cover of video games.
Mm-hmm. No, but you think about it. If you think about it, like from the early 2000s to like maybe up to 2010, 2011, that decade was kind of like that was Buffon, like at peak. But even then, if you still look at the accomplishments, even after 2011, like the dynasty with Juve in the two Champions League finals, like he's doing that outside of his prime. That's like pretty insane.
Yeah, no, because I think like basically Buffon's era was with Khan, Peruzzi, Van der Sar, and all these guys. So
his peak is like 98 through 2008.
Yeah,
like,
so really like 2017 was when his peak. 2017 and 2015 he was already.
So that's got to be a part of his greatness though. Like that might actually extend
the longevity.
over,
yes,
because like bro, I remember Oliver Kahn, bro, when I was a kid, and I don't have the most memory, but Buffon, I have like a whole library of memories of him. And it's the same thing with Casillas. He was great. I remember Casillas, fantastic. But like I remember the stories when Casillas was in the Champions League final and he was still in high school. I witnessed his entire career, and Buffon is still here. Like,
yeah, it's
like,
great. It's great.
No,
Well, let me hear this. Abrit's fair. Thank you for the job, Abrit's fair. Zeman is wrong. Oh, sorry, no, Zeman is right. Barca. no, because I just assumed he said wrong. So Barca moving stupid. They barely made a push for Brozovic, who is 30 and getting the bag in Saudi, but yet are willing to spend 80 million on Silva, who is 29. They need a right back. Look, all I'm saying is ticks, trust in Javi. Ticks, you know.
Wait, isn't that
ticks.
like a
ticks.
disease?
No, ticks.
That's an insect.
That's an insect.
Whimsical thought again. At a young age, he had an air of uncanny maturity and acceptance. Still remember how he held Milan to a goalless draw, denying both Baggio and Weah. Look, and see, that's my thing about. I respect Yashin. I respect him. I respect him. Buffon.
No, you don't.
Was going. Yes,
it's just how much of Yashin have you watched? Like, let's keep it
Buffon.
I watched his entire career.
I don't even click Yashin
He watched his entire career.
No, wait, hold on. Here's the thing. See, Buffon was going up against the likes of Batistuta, Van Basten. I'm not sure whether he faced Van Basten though. Ronaldo, Baggio, Del Piero, Marcelo Salas, Zamorano. So these are freakish strikers that he was going up against, man. So, Abrit's fair. Buffon's peak, the best goalkeeper ever, but give me Neuer. Neuer's peak is pretty crazy, though. Like Neuer changed the game for keepers, so his peak is pretty crazy. Man, Buffon is the best keeper of the 21st century, only behind Yashin. 20 years, as I said, being world class, 98 to 2018. Serie goalkeeper of the year, 99 to 17.
Wait, can
best
you ask...
keeper in 03, 04, 06, 16, and 17. Really?
I don't buy that people watch
Wait,
the
can I just lift my
Respect the yash.
bro.
I think
Respect the shin pad. Respect the shin pad.
I'm telling you right now.
Respect the shin.
I'm telling you right now.
Respect the shin Joku. Okay.
Until Ultimate Team released a card for this guy, I didn't know who this guy was.
Respect the shindig. Respect the shindig.
The only reason people know him is because there's an award.
Yashin is not better than Shaka Hislop, bro. Let's keep it real.
Whoa. He's not. Let's keep it real, man.
I know we have to respect the black brothers, but that's...
No, but that's facts, though.
That's a low blow, Daniel. Come on, bro.
Nah, you might
Hold on. Jay Jokin. So Zidane gave Buffon his only meaningful trophy. Well, he didn't actually give it to him.
Yeah.
Materazzi was being a prick and got him sent off. That's what happened.
Why
And
don't we
I
call-
said Zidane sits on the pitch, France win that World Cup, and the GOAT conversation is slightly
Why
different.
don't you call Buffon Gianluca Materazzi?
Shut up. I respect. Buffon gave 03 CL final and 06 final Zidane's header.
He
Sorry,
lost.
Buffon
Save,
saved in the 03 UCL final. Ah, yes. And 06. Look, he was clutch. He was clutch again. Zidane Panenka in the final game is crazy. CR7 who? Wait, has CR7 played the World Cup final?
No. Not that I know.
He's played the Club World
Not
Cup
that I
final.
know of.
Not that I know of.
What's the furthest he's been? The quarterfinals?
Semis.
Has he scored a knockout goal?
No. He was in the semis in the 06.
To be fair, he's discovering nations, so
he was.
You gotta give him credit for that.
Oh yeah, that's when he was like an infant.
No. Zidane Panenka is crazy.
Portugal made 4.
Wait, hold on. Doesn't Buffon have? Actually, wait. Now here's something for you.
What's the most clean
Wikipedia mentions who has the most clean sheets for?
How many did Yashin have?
Yashin probably has 200, bro. I'm
brother.
gonna keep real. Yashin probably has 200, man, against his grandkids and whatnot.
Bro, if he can pick the ball up, on a back pass, I'm sorry. How can you pick the ball up on a back pass?
YSK, respect. Thank you, Hamza. C. Don't be generationalist, okay? Respect generations.
But have hope. That's like
No.
saying if we found out that somebody who scored 300 goals a season because there was no offside rule, is he not the greatest striker of all time?
No, Danny, I'm sorry. On this channel, we will not disrespect Joseph Biker.
Wait,
Or Jimmy Jones. Hold on. This is the only channel that gives Jimmy Jones and Joseph Biker their flowers.
And Dixie Dean.
Bro,
and
you
the
know,
Dicks.
you know what's crazy?
Pause.
There was a period that.
Okay, Ixie.
No, you can't call him that, bro. What? No, you can't.
No,
call
but
him that. What? Oh.
Wait, hold on. Jay Jokin. I don't care. De Gea is top 3 all time for sure.
Wait, what?
So, what? I don't know. No. I'm gonna give him like 3. I'll give him 3. So I'll give him this.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Damn bloody fool.
Top 3 is crazy.
Buffon has 501 clean sheets.
Bro,
We
how
gotta
is
get
that?
more videos from that.
How is that?
501?
501 clean sheets.
Wait, how
many games has he played?
Too many.
No, wait. Elijah, you were now designated our unofficial statsman, football unofficial unpaid statsman. Which keeper has the most clean sheets? And there is, and I am removing 720p tax from this.
So, no, don't.
Yes, YSK, this is my executive decision. I'm removing 720p tax. Who has the all-time? And Elijah, if you have to go through before the Big Bang, let's have it. Bro, so basically, if an atom has it, shout out to the atom.
By the way, Elijah, if it has a plus sign, it doesn't count, man. Because at that point, they lost track, man. It's all fake.
Yeah, bro.
I googled it. It says
Elijah, no reoccurring numbers, bro. Like,
no reoccurring.
Yeah, no reoccurring numbers.
So as of 22, it's 501 for Buffon.
All right, guys, I'm head out, guys. Peace.
Wait, what about like
yes,
in BC times?
So shout out to your boy Zopseng TV. Neuer. Oh, so this is list. Neuer, Casillas, Buffon, Khan, Schmeichel. Guys,
wait, he's
check, man. Guys, at a point, check. Basically, check pre-brain.
Post-injury.
Check pre-brain was insane.
Free reign. Pause. Hey, yo, let's pause.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
hey,
see,
yo.
check PB was insane.
No,
Was
that's a
insane.
pause.
Hey,
That's
yo.
a sandwich, man.
Chill out, bro.
So,
That's a
so,
pause, that's a
so
pause.
we
Kick him
cannot,
in the
you
head.
cannot ignore a Euro World Cup, Euros back to back, and he was the
Euro
captain.
World Cup.
Plus,
Is that a new trophy?
no. Oh, sorry, we cannot ignore a Euro World Cup, Euro back to back.
Back to back, yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah. Because it was Euros.
Bro,
World-
it's not algebra, bro. Relax. It's not
And
hard
he
to
was the
decipher
captain,
that, bro.
plus three,
Why
so-
are you struggling?
No, you don't. It was
All
crazy.
good text, man.
He just needs
Why
to
are
use
you
commas,
struggling, bro?
Abris
Start moving like Floyd.
Hugo Sanchez 38 goals. Guys, you see, Elijah, I'm not clicking that video, bro, because I
It's
refuse to
real.
do
I
this.
told you.
Elijah, I'm not clicking the video. I'm not watching
Wait,
the video.
isn't it
No,
37
I'm not watching the
pictures?
video.
I sent it to his Twitter.
So, if man, and I'm not clicking it. Yashin is the only keeper to win the Ballon d'Or in 1963 when South Americans were excluded from voting. Won Euro 1960 for USSR. He was playing against Pele, goalkeeper of the 20th century, revolutionized sweeper keeper. You see, Danny T, don't be such a snob.
Wait,
Of course you can revolutionize it.
I'm not
Don't be
gonna
such a
lie.
snob. You see, thank you.
If you go back tonight,
Wait, how did he play against?
He lost
how did
me at
Abris fair,
1963,
Abris fair. Totti and Del Piero in the modern game cook.
Malcolm X was
Of
alive in
course they would.
1963.
Wait,
Jesus.
in 1963, half people on this panel would have rights.
My
hold
country
on.
didn't exist in 1960. That shit
Okay,
is
so
part
guys,
of the thing.
this is half of history hot. So Totti and Del Piero. Totti, not sure.
would.
Del Piero, yes.
No, Totti would.
With how quick and how physical and how athletic the game is now.
Yeah,
Why are you
a
making
young
Totti to
Totti
be
in this
so dumb?
generation. What are we talking about?
I
Bro,
mean, like, I don't know,
The
bro.
technical goal scoring.
Wait, Abris fair. Falcao 11-12.
Yo, who's
Yo,
that?
who's
Wait,
in
what the
Gotham?
hell is
Yo, who's
Bro,
that?
who's there? Who's in Gotham, bro?
Also, Falcao 11-12 over Zad 18-19. Scored 2 goals. Oh, please. Abris fair, get
I
out of
agree.
here.
I agree.
No, get out. No. If man. Oh, wow. Giola Grosix, first sweeper keeper as part of Hungary's golden. Ricardo. Here's the thing right there. You see, if man, I apologize for the morons on this panel and everything. What I'm going to do is disrespect the history.
That's
This
a
is football
vampire
history.
right there.
That
man.
This is-
That's a vampire
So
right
if man,
there.
I apologize to these. If man, I apologize to these
No,
uncultured
Yo,
losers
Dracula,
on this
That's
panel.
a Harry
That's
Potter.
vampire.
Hold on.
Bro, there's a Dracula attack.
So if but Ricardo, you know you're sent off. So maybe this is your soul speaking now. So if man, Giola
This guy went on. This guy went on Chat
First-
GPT and
first-
typed in most underrated keeper of all
first-
time.
Exactly. Like
first, guys, you know I'm going to finish this dub. First super keeper as part of Hungary's golden team of the 50s. Yashin, the best sweeper, passing, most clean sheets, most. See, guys, instead of being such uncultured fudges,
he's the best
use
passing
this
keeper of all
opportunity
time. Is that what
and
this
go
is?
on Google. You see, if man,
It's
I am
not
going to
Google.
right now. I'm
Wait.
going to go to YouTube and I'm going to
Yeah,
Google. I'm going to.
Bro, you know,
If man, see, if man, forget these losers. I am going to do my research on Giola Grosix.
You know what?
stupid
You know what?
morons.
You know what? I can't believe.
Asking
You know what? I
for
can't believe.
the one, man.
There was a point in time where there was no offside rules, and the ball can be passed back to the keeper, and they
You
can pick
can't
up.
get yellow or red, and referees use their
No, Ziman,
hands.
you had all of that.
These count.
No offsides. You can pass back to the goalkeeper. They can pick it up, and yet there wasn't a single top 10 Nigerian player.
If man. Yashin was the first all-round goalkeeper, way ahead of his time, like Pele
We get
was.
this
Thank
guy.
you.
How
tape,
old is
bro.
If Man? How
Let me
old is this
peak
man?
shot
It's
stopping.
not how old he
Peak shot stopping. Best super goalkeeper of the 20th century and good long passes. Guys, you're going to respect the shindig.
This guy just. Yo, this is what
You're
happened.
gonna
This,
respect
this,
it.
hold
Wait,
on,
wait, no, wait. Is
Hold
that
on,
is
this-
that
no,
Wait,
no,
hold on. Wait, let me finish
Hold
this.
on, this if man.
Let me finish the
all
jokes
he
before
did
I
is
hear
that-
the crap that comes over it.
Bro,
Ricardo, you're not even supposed to be on this freaking panel. I
He
sent you for a
tapped
freaking
Yashin
reason.
on FIFA Ultimate Team, and he's
All right,
running out of
Respect Yola, man.
More? There's more?
Yes, top 3 goalkeeper of all time is Yashin, Buffon, and then Neuer. Yashin is the most impactful, best all-rounder. No, this is Neuer.
Impactful for what, bro?
Buffon has the
Who
best
is he
longevity.
impactful at?
And Neuer is the
Wait,
best super keeper.
Wait, what's his
hold on, last
impact?
stop.
Is his impact on footage?
Don't say. No one at any time thought to stop that.
Wow.
Wait, David, Russell, we're gonna return back to Zimmer. So just to round this up, because Zeman, you're rounding us. You're going to round off this whole stream.
Oh my god! I knew this.
I think wait, see, just to round this thing up before Zeman ends this stream for us. My thing is this: overall, successful career, ended horribly, brick moments, but I think we can safely say that greatness, skill-wise, Buffon is top 3 of all time, and that's pretty damn good. So to be top 3 of all time, considering the amount of keepers they've been and the quality keepers there's been, that's pretty damn good. All I'm saying is that, I mean, you're allowed Lukaku. Okay, fine. Look, fine. I'm not going to end it on the negativity. I'm going to end the negativity. I want. So, Zeman.
Talk about Diego Godin.
No, I'm going to talk. I'm talking about Somalia right now.
Why not? Yeah,
so, Zeman, as a Somalian, even though people think that you're Caucasian, Zeman, why did your government?
Wow.
Daniel, we're all surprised.
Yeah,
we're all surprised.
No.
We're all surprised.
I'm not surprised. I knew.
So,
I knew he was an African.
So, that's so all because he doesn't have an accent, he doesn't African.
I knew he was African.
Daniel, as a self-professed Pan-Africanist and so forth, Africans come in all shapes, sizes, and voices and accents.
It's the way Z-Man says.
You didn't say color.
I gotta keep it real with you.
The way Z-Man says what?
Yeah, I gotta keep it real with you. Yeah.
Yeah, he always says I gotta keep it real with you, and Chew is his telltale sign. But go ahead.
Wow. Okay, so Zeman, can you please explain to me why your country sends a girl to run a 100-meter race and she finished it in 21 seconds? And Zeman, and when as she finished 10 seconds after the rest of the field, she did a little skip and then hop at the finish line.
I'm not surprised.
So Zeman, can you speak on behalf of Somalia as to what happened there, bro?
This is the same nation that has a senior advisor for the president being a family member. So this is clear, like nepotism at its best, man. It's also tribalistic. Like you know what's hilarious. I think the Ministry of Sports and Youth is suing the chairman. She's actually getting sued, and plus everyone that falsified her document in order to participate in that event, bro.
Whoa!
No. But Simon, what I don't understand is that she's clearly not an athlete.
No,
why
she's
do you
not.
have to compete?
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that?
No, because she's not though. That's the truth though. Let's keep it real. She doesn't look like an athlete. I mean, we saw the race.
Wow.
But my thing is, it's more so down to like nepotism, man. This country, it's ruled by a bunch of children. So I'm keeping it real, man. And this was just this. Listen, man, I won't be surprised if another person does the same thing again, man. Because God knows Somalia doesn't learn from its lessons and embarrassments. So for me, it's like
Z-Man was she trying to achieve Doi?
Yeah. By being the first non-athlete to participate in an athletic event, well, that's crazy. But not in all honesty, this is pure corruption, man, at its highest order, bro.
Can I ask you a question to Z-Man? So like, why her in particular? Like, why
it's
is she
because
there?
it's because I believe she's the niece of the chairman or the chairwoman.
No, but like, is this a case of she wanted to run in the race, or she just wanted to go on a trip, and part of the trip was I have to run on the race in order to fulfill the trip?
No, I don't know about that, but the way she was doing the interviews and everything, and the way she was talking the interviews and how she was like, I want to bring pride to my country, I want to participate, and all of that. It almost seemed like it was a case of just her, like, it seemed like it was a trip because it's not serious. Let's be honest. Like, how do you come into that shit going to an event like that? That's not serious.
Z-Man.
You can't say it's a trip. You can't say it's a trip, or like the race was a side quest. Like
that's what I'm saying. It is a side quest for her, man.
Z-Man.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
Wait, Z-Man, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Z-Man, at least when they're actually telling her to participate in this race, can't they actually tell her that the race is 100 meters and not 10 meters? Because she thought the race was 10 meters long.
Bro, I won't be shocked if the chairman just said, you know what, you wanna you wanna experience a different country. She didn't tell her anything about the event or anything, bro. Like genuinely, man, this has been happening for a long time. So it's at this point, bro. I'm not shocked, man. This is
I'm sorry, man.
This is my thing.
I don't mean to be rude, but like I need to watch that clip again, man. So guys, like,
no, but like this is my thing. Like, if you're going to be corrupt and you just want to be in an event, picking the 100 meters is the worst event. You could have picked javelin. You could have picked anything else, but the 100 meters, that's showing like your speed.
Nah,
so Daniel, wait, hold on, Daniel. What if she picks the 1500? Do you know how long we'll still be there for?
Yeah, but we still watching it right now.
You know what's hilarious? I heard,
bro, they're still live streaming it now.
That's actually crazy.
But yeah, we should do like a watch along.
No, hold on. Let's put it, Danny. 100 meters is actually probably one of the best. The longer the distance is, the worse it will be. So 100 meters, at least, look, 20 seconds, it's over.
She would have got disqualified after a certain point.
No, come on. Imagine if it was the fifth, which is the 1500, which is twice round. Heck no.
Bro, if I'm in that state, I'm pulling her aside as soon as you don't see her in the camera, bro. As soon as like, the camera focuses on other races,
she's gonna be doing a subathon.
At that point, like no athlete in their right mind is looking, to the side and thinking, oh, she's definitely gonna beat me in a race. Like, let's keep it real, bro. And this is the problem with like the Somalian government, bro. It's nepotism, the tribalism.
Wait, if they did the live stream, then all the jobs would go to.
Wait, hold on, no.
She should have just false started.
Mods, can you please put Zakaria in timeout, please? Can you please put Zakaria in timeout?
Wait, she's got
Zakaria timeout, please. Thank you.
She's one of the slowest Africans I've ever seen.
Wow. That is genetically impossible.
Wait. Elijah, what's it?
I was gonna say this reminded me. There was a story. This reminded me of a story when I was a kid. There was the Olympics in 2004. We had a Congolese swimmer who got disqualified for drinking the pool. In the pool.
Wait,
what?
You see what I mean, bro?
Daniel, come on.
Wait, what?
Elijah. Okay, here's the thing. You know that as Africans, there are certain things that shouldn't be put out in public.
Bro, man, this is.
Should be put.
Let's keep it real, HH. This is the problem with Africa, bro. Let's keep it real, bro.
Wait, hold on, Zibo.
Like, we do this to ourselves.
Zibo, no, we're not doing. No. Zibo, no, I'm not doing. I'm not using my platform to crap on the continent of the
We're the same.
Elijah,
bro,
we know we are here to move forward and to be
AFCON.
constructive. We're here to be constructive.
Bro,
Africa will be great again, and Africa will rule over our colonial masters once
We're the same
again.
country that made Ali Dia play professionally. Even though he was a cousin of George Weah.
To be fair, that performance by the Somali girl, I think she made a great case for equal pay in my book.
Okay, you know what? I think we're not close, guys.
Crazy, bro.
Peace out, and tomorrow we'll do our top 10 Premier League winners, which of course will be Chelsea's Mourinho team of 05. Peace out, stay true, one love. Peace out.
Drinking the pool.